Kicking like Dolomite. Last one got copyright. I'm kicking like Dolomite.
5 just to be sure.
Hey, one time, you ready? Copyright.
Yeah.
Last one got
Fuck.
copyright. Hey.
You know what time it is. Every time I rhyme, it's just a sign that I'm about to kill. Yeah, it's time for weapon wheel. We got the skill, we got the games. Don't make me grab it still. I put a hole in one like Abby did to Joe. Yeah, for real. And when it comes to aiming, I don't miss like Master Chief. I'll grab the piece and give your ass a halo just for talking sweet. When it comes to gaming, yeah, you know our team's elite. Check the leaderboards, we run the game. You should pick up your feet. You can't lose them too smooth, just going to admit defeat. And ain't no capping around here, cause like Bond, I keep receipts. The most dangerous, better than these other guys. Try to come for us, what's like between your eyes like Jen Sakai. That's no lie nor prank. I grab the ratchet, no clank, and get my jiggy mask to show you how Jack Move got his name. Yeah.
Weapon Wheel Podcast.
Look, king of the castle like Cooper, captain of the ship. My name ain't Blandry, but don't make me have to hit the switch. We'll dump you overboard, then watch the views. I ain't talking Twitch. Hey yo, Alex, go ahead, talk to him real quick.
Oh, that Dolomite is my name, and fucking up motherfuckers is my game. Dolomite, motherfucker, you heard her.
Claim it, a strike to claim it.
They had the nerve to copyright the guy. It's just the bitches, hey. Say yo, still putting wheels on the pavement. My game so tight, it's like Jordan 1 lazy. We stay in these gaming streets, ain't no way to be dormant. Hey, a Drake will leave your body uncharted like Lost Fortune. Coco Long Scene was cute, hey, and yeah, it served its purpose. But I'm trying to give a detailed description of what a hearse is. I say we flip the switch on these niggas before it get bland. I see a lot of pods jacking the format like Dapper Dan. You hitting the dislike button? You still a fan? Talk slick in the comments and like Dutch, I got a plan. We don't do the sneak diss and that's that stuff that get you banned. Last time we told your ass to squat up, you turned telling right. It's like I play with the sliders up. You just got 30 niggas, heard me, the time is up. Since 2015, we been kicking game knowledge up. Dust your boots and join the crew if you wild enough.
Developers.
Dolomite, motherfucker, you heard her.
40 clips, kicking like Dolomite. Hey, 40 clips. Aimed at your fit beam, shotties, so much ammo, it don't make sense. Trying to compete is a sacrifice, die again in your afterlife. I'm taking a road trip anytime you niggas wanna fight. Polygons and body counts, that's all that I tend to like. Any other podcast, a copy or look alike. Hey, and what they say? Hey, what I say? Hey, I put them in the dirt. Toss like get hurt, no face, no case, smashed up like a jiggy merch shirt. Sliding in that vet, I won't get back, time to pay that debt. It's time for weapon wheel.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Man, what's up?
What's up? Hey, what's going on, chat? I guess happy Halloween to everybody. Hope everybody's enjoying their Sunday so far. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Go ahead and hit that like button. Would greatly appreciate that. And yeah, been an interesting week.
At least the Eagles won. Shit. If we'd have lost this week, I probably would have not come on the podcast.
Yeah, I ain't been keeping up this year really.
I mean, but the Lions were 0-7. Just that, yeah. We blew them out like 41-6, I think.
Damn, the Lions are 0-7. Yeah.
0-8 now.
Damn. That's crazy.
They like the Xbox of the NFL. But did you hear the news?
No, what news is this?
Because games sell on Steam, it proves that Game Pass can exist and games can still sell well.
You know, I was trying to like do the math in my head to see the correlation and the connection. I was like, there must be a way. Like he means that. I couldn't figure it out, bro.
See, the funny thing is a lot of these Xbox guys don't remember Games for Windows Live and how detested PC gamers are with Microsoft. That Microsoft will never run PC gaming, period.
Games with Windows Live was one of the most, oh my god, tragic abominations to be as an application ever.
Pretty much.
Like you knew anytime you got a game with Windows Live, you knew you was playing Russian roulette.
Russian roulette. Oh, shit.
Jackie boy, what's going on,
Hello?
sir?
What up?
What up? Smooth, you good?
Yeah, what's up?
Nah, I just saw your tweet. I don't know.
What happened?
Nah,
you
sometimes I think I just be dealing with anxiety. So,
Oh, okay.
Anxiety.
You got a
I got
therapist?
medicine for that, yo.
no, I don't.
My
You need to
wife
get
been
one.
trying to get me to like talk to a weekly therapist because people have one just to talk to. But I'm like, listen, I don't know. I can't just talk to anybody. Like,
Bro,
I'm not about to.
I think
just...
every video game fanboy needs to come with a therapist because mental illness and fanboyism is definitely a correlation. Sorry, it is.
I mean, if it stops them from pulling out guns, then
Yeah.
Hurting themselves, cutting themselves. In fact, you know what? Give me 2 minutes to explain this. Did y'all see the dude that was cutting himself?
No.
in this community,
He was one of them anime PC weirdos cutting himself, and he showed the train tracks. Like, this dude had like 2-inch cuts, like 3 of them across his wrist.
Ugh.
And people were telling him, look, you need to get off the internet, go get help. How dare you tell him to go get help? Help isn't free. Help is expensive. You can get help online for free if you're all listening to this. So they're essentially telling him not to go get help, and he's like, well, I don't want to get help. I'll rely on my friends over the internet. That's good enough. You know who said that was good enough too?
don't bring that man up.
And-
They're gonna be on your ass.
So my point is this. For anybody out there telling people to not get therapy, to not get counseling, and that your friends and the internet are good enough, you're killing people. You are straight up killing people. Your friends are not licensed therapists. Your friends are not professionals. Your friends are not equipped to handle your problems. Nor is it fair to dump all of your problems onto your friends. Period. Go get fucking help. Stop being selfish and get help. And for the morons out there telling people not to get help, that the internet and their friends and the NPCs are good enough, you're out there killing people. That's what you're doing.
And
I said that Etika should get help a long time ago. Y'all said no, he didn't. He can lean on the internet. Now he leaned off a bridge. And that's your fault. Y'all killed that man.
Well,
Jesus.
Happy Halloween to everybody. I've never been into Halloween, by the way. I've literally never put on a costume in my life. I've never wanted to.
Yeah, Halloween's a good night.
I mean,
Oh,
I appreciate seeing some of the costumes, but I'm like, I've never wanted to play dress up because that's I'm not knocking it, but to me, it's just playing dress up.
I mean, I almost got into a little scrap last night, but we can save that for the after dark.
Yeah. So Blandrew is gonna be, I think he said he's gonna be about 30 minutes late. It was also supposed to be one more person joining us. But I think he might have forgot. But we'll see.
Shokyo?
Nah, it's Nicholas Downey. He writes for Lords Gaming.
Oh, okay.
Lords Gaming Net. Yeah. Supposed to be joining us. He said he's down, but I don't know. I think he slipped his mind, but I sent him a little reminder.
Damn,
all right,
what was that?
Oh, my bad. That was my background. This week wasn't really that crazy. It was a few things that happened. Really wasn't that interesting of a week, but we're gonna work with what we got.
Why the fuck we doing a podcast then?
Hey, because there was
Hey,
enough.
yo, what the fuck going on?
We couldn't make an excuse for this one, Jack. There was enough that we couldn't make an excuse.
Man, look, it ain't no. Hey, if it ain't nothing going on, ain't nothing going on, man. That ain't
There's,
our
there-
fault.
there's enough. There's enough that we can make an excuse. Okay, we got 2 game releases. You know,
Hey man,
a few
it's not.
announcements.
We have to take mental health days too, BG. That's not an excuse. We just
I
talking about that.
I
Go to
understand that.
therapy. You don't get sorry. Is the benefits does Weapon have a mental health benefits package? I didn't think so. So you got to handle that on your own, Jack.
There
You
you
got to
go.
handle that on your own.
Ain't no
You-
topics,
you-
man.
But you got game sharing on your package.
Yeah, and he definitely takes advantage of that. But,
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, we gonna talk about everything that happened this week, which isn't much. I figure we should get out of here.
I sent you
on
guys
time.
I sent you guys a lot of good topics.
I mean, I got everything.
You
man.
got
I'm just-
Nintendo Online, Game Pass at 20 million.
I mean, I don't got that.
Facebook passing YouTube and game hours watched. We should be uploading Weapon Wheel to Facebook. PG, what's going on?
I would avoid Facebook, honestly.
Hey man, they already surpassed YouTube in like what, half the time?
Yeah, I would still avoid like anything Facebook, honestly, gaming, like, because it's not even. I don't think Facebook has uploads like VODs, like they have live
You
streaming.
can't upload videos on Facebook.
You can.
But can you but 2 hour, like
Bro,
that long?
I don't know. I didn't know you can upload videos to Facebook.
And
Yeah, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to.
And I think that's mainly for like live streaming where Facebook is like doing well. I don't think like people are watching whole podcasts on Facebook, and
I'm sure they would.
I don't know. Like the consensus I've got from a lot of people is like they would never.
Hey man, just say you
go
don't
to
want to do
Facebook
it.
to
man.
watch. No, like I've really
What's all
asked
this,
people.
what's all this extra shit? Just say you don't want to do it.
Bro, I've looked into it. Like I've literally asked people. Like I've done polls. I'm like, listen, would you watch a live stream on or watch any video on Facebook? Like hell
do you know
no.
why? Because let's be real, the main demographic on Facebook is white people.
Yeah.
Well, let's call it for what it is.
I mean, I mean, people don't even want to go to Twitch. Like honestly, like
That's
that
true.
conversion rate. People don't even want to go to Twitch. I don't even think it's like white people. I think people just don't want to go to a different site to watch something that other than their main site, which is YouTube. If this is where they get their main stuff, so. Yeah, I do hate Facebook though. I hate that site. I'm sorry.
You hate Facebook.
I'm not uploading nothing there. But yeah, let's get this podcast started. Episode 302. This is Weapon Wheel Podcast. We're on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, all your favorite audio live streaming platforms. Hit the like button, please, to support the podcast. You could support the podcast by going to our Patreon and subscribing to any of those tiers. The $6 tier and up gives you access to Weapon Wheel After Dark, where we answer any and all questions that are submitted to us. You can also hit the join button on the screen below the video to become a member of the channel. If you want to submit a video to be featured during the podcast, there's a link in the description for all these things. You could just click on the link and drag and drop. All right, let's do these intros. I'm gonna start with Soapbox Games, but I know you more as Connor. But go ahead and introduce yourself to the people. Let them know about you. Soapbox, you there? You're muted.
Unmute your mic.
Yeah. I saw the mute
Why?
button and then it was gone and then.
Or
I don't
can't
know.
you like forcibly unmute him?
No.
Nope.
Whatever, I'll go first.
Yeah, go ahead, Bond.
Happy Halloween, everybody. Halloween was fun. It's getting a little overrated nowadays. Man, I'm starting to get out of the game. Anyway, Eagles won. Good week. Weather's getting cold. Let's get it.
All right. Jack.
Hello, everyone.
All right. Smooth.
What's up? My bad. My mic was muted. How y'all doing?
All right.
Like, wow, this fuck.
And
Is it?
Soapbox, you're not there right now, right? I could turn Smooth up. I'll turn him up a little bit.
He said
All right,
I was
okay.
low or high or loud?
No, I said it was high. Don't
Yeah, I
write.
thought you said
Oh.
well, hi, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, my bad.
Oh, there we go. Sorry.
Go ahead, tell the people who you are.
All right, yeah, my bad. Sorry. Yeah, I'm Soapbox Games. Yeah, you know me as Connor. Over on Twitter, spelled the same exact way as it's spelled right now. But thanks for having me on, BG. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, appreciate you coming on. Last minute and everything.
Yeah, it's no big deal.
Yeah. All right. What we gonna talk about first, Jack? Well, wasn't too hot this week. What we gonna talk about? Let's see.
Tell me, man. Guardians of the Galaxy seemed like the talk of the town, man.
It was, but I want to wait. Let me touch on something else first.
What you want to touch on, man?
Let's touch on get the small stuff out the way. Death's Door is coming to PS4 and PS5, I believe. This is the very highly rated game that released on Xbox and PC earlier this year. And listen, if you haven't played it yet, you're in for a treat. It's a great game. Jack, you were waiting, right? You haven't played this game yet, correct?
I beat it on Steam.
Oh, you did beat it. Okay. Well, encourage all your fellow PlayStation compatriots to, pick this game up.
It's a great game. I've seen a lot of PlayStation fans ridicule and make fun of the game because Xbox fans were hyping it up, but I think it's worth playing. But I don't know. I hope they go out and play it, man. I really enjoyed the game, but people don't respect my gaming opinions like that, so we'll see. But they hype for Sifu and Little Devil Inside, though. I don't get it. I digress.
Well, yeah, I beat the game. The game is fire. It was definitely in my top 5. It might be like it might have been pushed to 6 at this point, but it's definitely one of the best.
That shit
games.
might be in my top 3. What you talking about top 5?
I'm not mad. See, I'm not mad at that. I'm just saying, it's one of the best games to be released this year. Absolutely. So y'all go ahead and support them. People go pick that up. All right. All right. So, by the way, something we spoke on last week. We learned last week that God of War 2018 is coming to PC. And I believe Jack might have. I think we had the conversation about why did Santa Monica work on this? Santa Monica didn't. It was actually they outsourced it. Santa Monica oversaw the development of the PC port, but they did not develop themselves. So
which is great. That's great news.
Yeah, that's great. They're not. We know
Hi,
they're.
Jack. You know what time it is. I'm
Excuse
sorry.
Me? I mean, I had heard that they worked on it, but I mean, if they didn't, that's good.
Yeah, so that's cool. We don't want these PlayStation first parties working on PC ports, so it's good news.
Well, I got a quick question. People want to know, why don't people want these games? It's not entirely the same, but it's similar to why they don't want them on handheld. They want them only to concentrate on PlayStation, correct?
Of course.
Yeah, first party, yes. That was your question. That was it?
No, I'm asking y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah,
Okay.
as far as the first party studios, there's no reason I think they should be working on ports for PC. They should just be working on their whatever next project it is for the console and let somebody else handle the PC ports. Yeah, as long as that's happening, ain't no problem. Okay. Sackboy: A Big Adventure is heading to Steam. I don't think. Well, this is rumored. It hasn't been confirmed yet, and I don't think anybody really cares about this one. You put this on Steam, it's not really going to cause an uproar. It's not really going to be a big deal to anybody. I don't think anybody really cared about this game on PlayStation, so nobody's really going to care about it on PC.
Absolutely not.
This game. What's the other game?
What? Returnal? Bloodborne?
No, it's another creator. Was it Dreams or whatever?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Those games are the games that honestly need to be on the PC.
Absolutely. Dreams is definitely a PC game. I mean, I'm shocked they don't got that on it right now. It honestly should have launched on PC. That should have been the priority because nobody on PlayStation is using Dreams right now. I can't even say playing Dreams, using Dreams, because you don't play Dreams.
You don't play Dreams.
You don't. It's not a video game. It's a development software. So you don't play Dreams, you use it. So hopefully they put that on PC soon. All right. Getting right through this stuff. Okay. What What we got? Okay, so Returnal. Returnal is getting a patch, right? We might have to do some you know, I ain't gonna lie, I might have to do a little bit of gatekeeping, a little bit of a elitism.
no.
You know, a little bit of elitism. Ain't nothing wrong with it, a little bit of that, right, Jack? Because listen, let me make it clear. I am not against the patch, right, of Returnal, because what this patch does is it updates the suspend cycle and also photo mode. But pretty much we know when Returnal launched, you could not actually turn off your PlayStation because it would reset your run, right? So it essentially turned your PlayStation, your PS5, into a Returnal console. You couldn't play anything else at the time. Now they've updated it where the game will, you know, pretty much pause your cycle and return you right to where you're at. You still can't, like, you know, some people were thinking like you could actually, you know, finesse the save system this way. You won't be able to. You'll just be able to pick up right where you stopped. So I think this is a good patch, right? I'm okay with it, but am I still gonna make fun of you for it because you get to do it the easier way than everybody else who beat it already? Absolutely, I'm gonna make fun of you for that. But you know, it's lighthearted, ain't nothing wrong with that.
I haven't even got to it yet, so I guess I'm gonna get made fun of a lot.
Hey man, there's, you know, you can get that participation trophy, you know, that
Yeah,
Mickey
I
Mouse
guess.
completion. You know,
God.
it's all good. It's all good. Thoughts on this?
Don't care.
Yep,
yeah, you-
don't care. That
It's a
game's
good.
dead to me.
It's a good patch.
Yeah, haven't even touched it yet, so I can't really speak on it.
You need to patch a better game.
Oh
Oh
man.
shit.
I mean, it was, you know, I understand why they did what they did with the game to begin with, but not being able to turn off the game, like if somebody was to invite you to a, you know, a multiplayer game, that was kind of fucked up. You know, you got to,
Mhm.
you pretty much, okay, I got to get through this run, then I can run something else. You know what I mean? I really didn't have too many
Yeah.
issues with that because, you know, I was just playing that game. But it's not a bad patch, and if people can't finagle it and shit like that, I ain't got no issue with it.
Let me ask the guys who played it. You know, the word around it is that it's Game of the Year contender. Do you guys feel like that?
I agree with that. I agree with that.
I don't at
Okay.
all.
It's still the best
Yeah,
game I played. I
I
mean,
mean,
it was the most fun, bro. Like that game was fun as hell.
If the year ended March 31st, it could have been a runner up to being nominated.
Mm-hmm.
But
See, I mean,
Get
see, here's the thing. Before, I was like, this game isn't gonna get nominated for, like, you know, Game of the Year. Now I think it will, because like, yo, I think PlayStation dudes have literally like
Willed it, yeah.
yes, they have willed this game into like Game of the Year nominee just because they keep saying it. And I feel like
How
their
the fuck you will
voices.
something the game of the year?
No,
You
they're
really don't
bro.
know.
They
If that
listen.
was the case, every Xbox game to ever come out would be game of the year.
Nah, but Xbox dudes'
What are you
voices ain't being
talking
heard.
about
Like,
right now?
no, listen. PlayStation dudes are absolutely willing this game into Game of the Year nominee.
Is it possible that they actually liked the game and it was actually good?
No,
though? Is that a
no.
possibility?
But okay, no. What I'm saying, no. I believe that these PlayStation dudes, right? These fans actually like Returnal that much. Most of them, right?
Yeah.
But we know. But I'm saying they're not the ones who obviously choose the nominees for Game of the Year. It's a panel, you know, that the Jeff Keighley's Game of the Year panel chooses. You know, what games they believe stood out for the year. And I think, like, when there's enough rumblings and people keep saying it, it you know, it reaches a certain stratosphere. And I think like the people in the panel are hearing that type of stuff. Because I thought, like, because when Returnal came out and people started saying Game of the Year, I'm like, hey, listen, y'all gonna shut that up in like a few weeks. But they never stopped. They're still going with it. So I was like, yeah, this is probably gonna get nominated now. Even though I don't think it's.
Yo, who getting fucked up?
no, that's my son like punching the air and shit. Okay.
Like father, like son.
Well, geeking off the Halloween candy early. Okay, I see you.
Yeah, but I don't think this is a Game of the Year nominee at all. I don't think it should be.
But BG, isn't this one of your favorite games this year?
One of them. I think it's
Okay.
one of the
If
good games that came out this year.
if you had to rank your favorite games of the year, what number would this come in at?
Oh, I don't think the Returnal is top 5 anymore. It was top 5 earlier in the year. It's not top 5 anymore.
What 5 games are you putting over it?
I'm putting Death's Door over it. I'm putting Guardians over it at this point. Resident Evil Village I'm putting over
3.
it. What else did I beat this year? I have to see what else. I mean, Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank will probably get an edge
I ain't
over
putting
it.
Ratchet and Clank over it.
Ratchet and Clank get an edge over it.
What?
A little edge.
Yeah.
I had more fun playing Returnal. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm honestly Scarlet Nexus.
What?
I really like Scarlet Nexus.
I never even heard you talk about that game.
I don't know. I've talked about it a lot on Twitter. A lot, sir.
Okay.
I played it. I didn't play it at launch though. I played it a few months after launch. Listen.
All right,
man,
that's you up to 4. What's the 5th one?
I thought that was 5. I mean, there's
Oh,
something.
that 5?
I don't know. There's something else there, Jack, that I'm sure I like more than Returnal. That's my point.
Oh, okay.
Well, BG only beat like 4 games this year, so
y'all still with that narrative? See, y'all still with this narrative.
I took that as a trick question because that's why it was a little bit of a struggle.
Y'all really hold on.
That was whooping his ass, wasn't it?
Y'all realize Smooth said that same joke 3 months ago, and since then I've beaten at least.
It's still funny. That's crazy. Hey,
I've beaten like 6 games since the time he said that.
Hey, that joke was still Smooth.
You know what's crazy? I have 20 games beat this year. That's what's crazy. And Smooth talk about I don't even have 10. I have over 20 games beat this year. Over 20.
Really?
And they're not Mickey Mouse games. You know, like 1 hour.
Dude, bro. Like I don't even got like I beat enough games to literally pull all those games out of my list. Bro, so I'm not even worried about that. But if shit start getting spooky, best believe I'm adding those 6 back into my list.
Oh, listen, we know we know you got the Game Pass backup games, just in case your list start getting whooped. We know. I saw what you was playing the other day. It was an hour-long Flash game. We know.
What are you talking about?
Oh, come on, Smooth. I put it on Twitter.
What you be doing, you be checking games. You be catching me right when I'm trying cloud games because I don't play graphically demanding. I don't play graphically demanding games. No, because on Xbox, right, I'm in the preview program. I get to play like there's games where I don't have to install. I can just play it via stream, but I don't do games like that I actually want to enjoy natively. It'll be like these little 2D games. I was like, all right, let me just try this out and see if it's worth installing. And that's what I'd be doing. I don't be literally seriously playing them. I test it, see if it's something I would actually see myself playing, and then I either install it or I stop. It's the games I'm passing through. It's not that serious. None of those games are gonna show up on my list, buddy. Don't worry about that.
So what you're saying is passing. That sounds like fast food to me.
A little bit.
No, look, there's a ton of games on Game Pass, and now it's easier for me to try these games without literally like wasting bandwidth and stuff like, or install time and stuff like that,
or money.
Yeah,
listen,
and money. So
if the Neopets website or Tamagotchis were still a thing, Smooth would count that. That's what I'm telling you.
I'm just saying it. I stand. There's still games like that I haven't gotten to touch yet. That I'll be good. I know I'm gonna win this year, so we good.
Yeah, you're gonna win, but it ain't gonna be for quality. Some games you
that's
beat.
the thing. I've beaten way more quality games than you have.
Oh, brother.
Quality. Ooh.
Oh, brother. If you say so. Point is, I was never on this. Listen, I got off the bus when people started talking about Returnal Game of the Year. Like, I was like, this game is great.
No. I remember you saying Returnal was your game of the year, though. You said that before.
No, I never said that.
What?
I never said that.
You sure about that, bro?
I'm pretty sure, and I did a review. I'm pretty sure I gave Returnal
I'm pretty sure you said that Returnal was your game of the year at one point.
No, I gave Returnal like a 7.5 in my review.
That don't mean it can't be your game of the year.
Ain't no way I gave a game that I gave a 7.5 game of the year. Maybe I said in March it was the best game released so far.
Man,
in March.
Where's all this negativity towards Returnal coming from?
It's not negativity. It's not negativity.
But you weren't talking about Returnal in this type of light earlier this year.
No, because I enjoyed the game. But when y'all start talking about game of the year, I was like, hold on, buddy. Like,
what are you talking about?
I'm not your buddy.
What I'm saying,
I think BG.
What I'm saying is, I enjoyed Returnal thoroughly, right? But when they started talking about game of the year, that's when I got confused. I was like, hold on, we need to put things in context and in perspective. That's where y'all lost me. I was like, when I played that game, never did Game of the Year come to my mind.
Really?
Never.
Not once.
Okay. So
Okay.
I don't.
I mean, that's understandable.
Like like I've been consistent throughout the whole year. People have heard me say Resident Evil Village, my game of the year. I have not gotten off of that. So
all right.
yeah, all right, we gonna see. I don't know when Jeff Keighley is gonna announce the nominees, but it'll be real interesting.
You check out the space that he did. Either was it last night or earlier today?
Oh yeah, I saw that. Well, I ain't going into it, but
I didn't
I
listen
saw
to the whole thing.
Yeah, a bunch
Did you
of
say
people were
anything
in
interesting
there.
in there?
No, it was just everyone was basically just commenting on a bunch of people requesting going up and like saying, "Oh well, Halo Infinite or Returnal," and then like the joke would be at the end, "Well, I didn't actually play it though." But, like a bunch of them, we started doing that shit.
Yeah, there was this one guy, and I'm gonna be real. I left after he said this, right? Jeff Keighley, called him up. He was like, "Yeah." Jeff Keighley asked him like, "What was his game of the year?" He was like, "Oh, I don't got a PS5. I haven't got a chance to play it, but I looked at gameplay. Yeah, it's Returnal." I left after that. I left that. Yo, I left. I left, bro.
Yeah, a bunch of others did it, I think, after as well.
Like
hey, that's the new age of gaming, man. That's how we getting it. You know what I mean?
I could not believe he said that. I was like, all
I
right.
can.
That was insane. Okay. So we gonna see. We gonna see, man. Okay, next topic. What we going? Let me see. Let's talk. We can talk about that state of play.
Ew.
Not much to say about it, but
yeah, it was fine. It was a little lackluster, but it was fine.
A little. But then again,
I mean, I knew that I knew going in it was gonna probably not be anything crazy. I knew I was going to see Little Devils, and which it looked cool, but I knew I probably wasn't going to see like Final Fantasy 16 or any of the big third parties.
Yeah, because Nebelian, had said that it was only going to be third party stuff. There wasn't going to be any major announcements. So I was like, yeah, I know exactly what to expect. It's probably nothing I'm gonna really care about. Like if Final Fantasy was there, I was like, okay, that would have been nice, but
yeah.
So I don't know if this is in the exact order, but there was Deathverse. That's the multiplayer survival action game built around a reality show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a sequel to Let It Die.
Really?
Yeah.
So is it Suda doing it?
I would assume so, yeah.
You know what I saw a lot in this? I saw a lot of games that it felt like a lot of like multiplayer games that PlayStation was just like, we need some multiplayer games, so let's just get anybody and anything.
Yeah.
Just to put it on PlayStation and not Xbox. That's what it really felt like to me, like with some of this show. And I'm like,
yikes.
Aren't all these games coming to Xbox though?
I don't know if Deathverse is.
I'm pretty sure that's gonna stay on PlayStation. The first one was exclusive.
I'm sure they're going to Xbox eventually, but
what, Deathverse?
Listen, I don't really know anything.
Let It Die is only on PS4.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never played, so okay. Well, maybe it stays on PlayStation, but it's like a multiplayer game. Like I don't even know what the audience is for this, who's gonna play this. I don't see it. Then there was We Are OFK. So it's an indie band, an indie pop band teams up with the co-designer of Hyper Light Drifter for a 5-episode music biopic series. Who cares?
It's not a game. Nothing game related.
I hate when they show this type of stuff at shows, bro. Like, come on, man. Nobody cares. Nobody. And like I said, I wasn't expecting much from this show, but I also didn't expect them to insult me like this. Because next was Bug Snacks, the Isle of Big Snacks. This is a free update coming early 2022, introducing a new island, living space, and the ability to dress up your favorite bug snacks.
Your
I don't have a
favorite
problem.
bug.
Bugsnax is alright. I ain't got no problem with the game.
You
Yeah,
played
people say it's all right.
Yeah, I played it. It's cool.
Yeah,
Y'all getting the Bug Snacks expansion before you're getting factions? Woo!
Woo, hit him smooth.
yeah. There's no way I would even like download Bug Snacks, bro. Like it's a joke, bro. Come on, man. That's only a game people could troll me to like pay me into playing. Ain't no way. Next was Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. I've never been to any of the Five Nights at Freddy games. You said people still play it?
It's very popular. I didn't know people still played it though.
I know it was very popular. I don't know. Is it still very popular? Like now? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I would assume so. I think that's the top viewed trailer from the whole State of Play. So
Really?
yes,
Man, I'm telling you, bro. If gaming really different. I swear, the older I get, the more I feel out of place with what motherfuckers be playing nowadays, bro. Five Nights at Freddy's, bro. This is what y'all out here doing? Swear I'm gonna be roasting when I have kids. I'm gonna be roasting the shit they playing. Like, what is this garbage?
now why would
They're
you do
gonna
that?
be roast Sony whooping their ass.
Huh?
Hell yeah, playing these shitty ass games.
Games is big trash. I'm gonna definitely be that old man, to get off my porch. Yeah, this thing got 2 million views.
Oh my god.
Crazy. Okay. Next was we already talked about it, Death Store. It's probably the best thing they showed during this
Yeah, that looks cool.
showcase. And next after that was Kart Rider Drift. It's a kart racer. It looked like a spiritual successor to Mod Nation Racers. I think it's free to play.
Yeah, that game's already on Xbox.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So, like, yeah.
So nobody cares then.
This thing had a whole bunch of filler and fodder that nobody really cared about.
Yeah.
Okay, they showed off a little bit of King of Fighters 15. There's going to be an open beta test, and they showed off a new character. So that's good for King of Fighters fans, right? After that was First Class Trouble. So this is a social deception game, right? It seemed like Among Us, but with rich people. Seems
That's what it looked like.
So it's Clue.
I guess.
I mean, that when you think about it, Clue is Among Us.
Yeah, that's really what it seems to be about. You just trick other people, and you're the higher class. I'm like, more stuff I just would never play. Next, Star Ocean: The Divine Force.
Trash.
Square Enix marks the 25th anniversary of the sci-fi fantasy RPG series with the announcement of a new title coming to PS5 and PS4 next year. Never really been into Star Ocean. I don't know any details. I really don't have any commentary for this one. So no respect for Star Ocean as an RPG is what you're saying, Bob.
Absolutely not. Like the first game on the Super NES, if you got fan translation, okay. Second game on the PS1, which is probably the first game we all saw, which was good. Outside of that, they were all trash. It's like, I would say the Tales series was like an above average series before like Arise. It was never like a top tier series. It was just like a kind of like a little bit above mid. Star Ocean is like mid at best. Average at best. But I think it's even below average.
Okay. And lastly, Little Devil Inside. This was shown before at another, I think, PlayStation show. They showed off more gameplay here. It's not really a game I'm interested in. I know I've seen a lot of people who's hyped for it. Seems like a Jack Move type of game. So I'm gonna let Jack Move handle this one.
The game looks boring as hell. The game looks ass. I don't even know why you would put that distinction on the game. That I'm not playing that
my
shit,
bad.
bro.
I thought this was right up your alley.
I'm not playing that bullshit, man. It don't look fun to me. I don't know. You know what's crazy? I was looking at the game and then I was talking to J Man and he was like, I don't even know what the fucking plot of the game is. And I thought about it, I'm like, you're right. I don't know what the fuck. First they showed you was fighting Aborigine people in the original trailer. Aborigine, how the fuck you pronounce it? And people
what?
Yeah, Aborigine.
Aborigines, I think.
It's Aborigine, motherfucker. Okay, so anyway, you fighting them, people complain, and then they changed it. Now you in the woods and you get pushed in a fucking empty pool with a squid in it. I don't know what the fuck going on there.
Was this the game that they had to change the character models because they look like Native Americans? Was this the one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember now.
So I don't even know the plot, man.
Well, I just hate survival games, right? Like not horror survival, but survival games. Games where you have to chop down wood to build a fire, or you're gonna freeze to death. You gotta hunt your food. I hate games like that. Like that to me, that's just micromanaging life. I'm like, listen, I micromanage life in real life already. I don't need to do that in a video game. So I hate any game that tells me, oh, you need to chop down wood to build a fire. I'm turning it off. Like I don't need to hear nothing else. I'm turning it off. I'm not building no fire. I ain't gonna survive in the wilderness. I'm not doing none of that. And honestly, I think that's why people have heard me say Metal Gear Solid 3 is like I honestly don't like it that much because it had that survival aspect to it, and I didn't like that.
Woke about to roll up.
She is.
That motherfucker.
Say Metal Gear 3 times in the mirror. Mocha shows up.
Pretty much.
So yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about that game, and that was a state of play.
Awesome.
Well, if it was 2005, I would call it something else.
Oh.
So that was about it, folks. Okay, so that state of play was done. No other comments on state of play?
Nope.
No.
All right. Okay, let's see. Amy Hennig. So Amy Hennig is writing for this new Marvel game that Skydance Media is making. The game development studio, headed by former Uncharted creative Amy Hennig, will partner with Marvel Entertainment to produce a new video game. The company announced Friday. We don't know, what character or characters this Marvel game is going to be focused on. We don't really know any details other than Amy Hennig is writing it. I feel like all the recent projects Amy Hennig has started, just something bad really happened.
Yeah.
So,
I was going to ask, what was the her last project?
Is that Star Wars project?
13. Yeah,
Her last
13.
ship project. I mean, her last ship.
Yeah. An Uncharted game, I think.
Yeah,
Uncharted 4, but she didn't work. I mean, they scrapped a lot of shit she did.
Yeah.
So I'm about to say, for somebody that's hasn't done anything in a while, she's highly coveted. It's weird.
It's true.
Yeah.
Because the projects she has shipped are very critically acclaimed.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you know what they say in football: the best ability is availability.
Her games aren't getting canceled or did over because of her though. They getting,
Yeah, it's not her fault.
That's a management issue. That ain't her.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just bad luck, I guess.
What's worse, not being able to play or playing for the Cowboys?
Hey man, the Cowboys winning right now.
They always winning right now.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
I can't wait for that playoff loss in the first round. It's gonna be
That's
heat.
not nice, BG.
Gonna be heat. So yeah, that's all the details we really have about this, Marvel game from Amy Hennig. Marvel really, out there on the video game scene, heavy.
This game isn't exclusive to PlayStation, isn't it?
No, not as far as we
I
know.
doubt it.
Doubt it. Yeah.
This shit was. There'd be fucking tears in the streets.
But when I first saw this, I'm like, what the hell is Skydance Media? Like, what the fuck is that? What have they made?
Smooth, what happens if they made that game exclusive to PlayStation?
It depends on what character it is.
It doesn't matter if it's good or not?
Of course not.
Well, what characters would upset you then?
If it's another top tier character,
They're
like
only
Freaking
going to
Hawk.
choose to make games on top tier characters, Smooth. They're not making a game off of fucking Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Well, who's left? What, you got Iron Man,
X-Men?
Captain America. Well, Wolverine's already claimed, so I count that as
Fantastic
much
Four.
Fantastic.
No.
Yeah. Matter of fact, Fantastic Four. If anybody, maybe the team that just did Guardians could do that shit, man. That was, but yeah, no, man. I'm hoping no more.
All right, what if it's like a lower tier, like Blade? Like let's say
I wouldn't care.
I could see a Captain
Blade is
America I could see Captain America or Iron Man.
Put some respect on Blade name, though, Smooth.
And in that sense, I could it's not going to be a Hulk game because she wants to make a story narrative game. So think of what characters have good stories. It's going to be Iron Man. Captain America, we're not really going to care about his story. Iron Man has the most utilities for gameplay as well as the better story. Hulk, okay, you want to fuck Betty, you want to smash Betty, you running away and you smash shit. Big deal.
Well, guess we'll have to wait and see.
Oh, you know what would really be good? Punisher game.
Yeah. Didn't Druckmann want to? I think he said that if he ever got the chance to do a Punisher game, he would.
Yeah.
But he would like make the Punisher have a boyfriend.
Yeah. He'll turn that man out.
Shit.
Oh man. But all right. Well, yeah, that's all the details we know about it. I guess we'll figure out down the line more about it. Okay. Halo. We've got the Halo overview.
Oh Lord.
This week. And it was like I think it was like maybe a 6-minute trailer, 7 at most. And I was not impressed necessarily. I don't think it was a terrible showing, but I don't really think it did anything to like encourage faith in the single player or the story specifically. Because that's what is really up in the air is that story gonna be good. And the gameplay just looked okay to me. They showed the world is gonna be a little bit more open, and you could tackle things how you want. I don't think the game necessarily visually looked great or exceptional. And
you played the game last month.
And I played the multiplayer.
Yeah, but it's the game. Like, what do you? I don't understand how people are like, well, it didn't look that great. I was like, what did you think of the game you played? And you mentioned in gameplay, you played the fucking game.
The multiplayer was the multiplayer was great, Smooth.
The multiplayer, all right, it's a completely different game. Right? It must be running on a complete different engine.
The multiplayer is great, Smooth.
The multiplayer is not huge landscapes and a giant open world. The map.
The multiplayer can be very different from that single player. Like
there's a lot more to account for in the campaign, if they're trying to make this vibrant open world as opposed to load up this map, 12 people, put it in.
I thought they both looked the same except for
no.
The campaign looks a little bit more detailed. I don't know how they look any different.
They do.
Really?
Yeah, they do. Like, I'm sorry. Like when I like, and then there's the argument I've seen like over the week that like people are making, oh, it's Halo. Since when has Halo ever had cutting edge graphics and pursued the visual fidelity? That's that's their thing. That's what they've said. But my thing is like, yeah, you might be able to say that, but at the same time, this is Xbox's most important game and IP. It's not like it's not far fetched to be like, I think Halo should be the best looking game. Like, well, the best, one of the best looking games on Xbox. Like cutting edge graphics and all of that stuff. Like 100 and the running at 120 and all those options. That's important and that's great. And I'm not taking it away from that. But like when I looked at that environment there, in that overview. The textures I wouldn't say look great. I'm sure, and I looked at the 4K trailer, and everything like that. I'm sure it'll look better, once I actually play it, the final version on my PC, max it out and everything like that. But I'm just saying, based on that,
You're trying to
I'm
attack
not
the
really blown
Xbox right
away.
now?
Not at all. I'm just giving fair critique.
That's what
But
that sounded like.
What did
Is
y'all
that
think about that?
Blandy?
Yes, sir.
What do y'all think about that trailer?
I don't think that trailer was very convincing for someone like me, a campaign player. I didn't see anything necessarily that really sparked my interest. I mean, it's, I could be wrong. They could show more down the line and show a full mission in the next couple of weeks. I'm not entirely sure, but for everyone to be asking about your spooky ass looking campaign, and you only show a 6-minute trailer, I don't think that's the best foot forward.
Yeah, I mean that's how I feel. I feel like they're still hiding the single player. I still feel like they're hiding the campaign. Like when you show me this didn't feel like, oh, we're very confident and we want to show you like as much as possible. To me, we want to show you that we've made some progress from last year. Things look better than last year, and this campaign it's happening. That's what it told me.
So what were you looking for as far as the campaign? In terms of like, I don't really get that assessment at all.
I think people were just mainly looking for graphics more than anything. Because when I looked at that gameplay, I was like, what did they do in that year? I didn't really see much of a change.
Yeah.
No, so is it the graphics or is it the campaign? I'm not quite getting the.
For me, I want to see what this open world looks like. I want to see what a mission looks like, what an outpost looks like. What are these RPG elements that they showed like a 2-second screen of? Like, what are we actually going to be doing? Is 343 capable of actually making an open world, worthwhile? And it didn't seem like that.
I feel like they did a good job portraying all that in that little time. I know you guys, especially BG likes those little 18-minute PlayStation deep dives where they walk slowly on purpose and shit for nothing. But I felt like they showed you I don't know if that's all the new features, but they did a good job. We see the new RPG elements, the upgrade system that's there, how we're going to be able to get to mission. We can now call in vehicles and fly to whatever we're going to go do, take out different outposts, the things people were making fun of, saying, oh, it's going to be Halo, Far Cry, shit like that. I mean, I don't think it's difficult to see the concept of what they're trying to do. Will we get like a gameplay demo? Probably. I'll probably do on the anniversary. There's going to be a part of Xbox's anniversary stream. All the Halo Waypoint updates now are going to be campaign related up until launch. But honestly, I mean, I didn't see anything wrong with the campaign. The game looked better. I got an idea of the changes and the additions that they're going to be making, because everything that they showed is different from previous Halo campaigns. None of that you were able to do. Yeah, you could fly like you could ride in a Scorpion in a mission, but these vehicles are going to be the vehicles that's now available to him, that's always been available to Chief, can now be used as a vehicle to use. All right, this is my actual vehicle to get from point A to point B and do multiple different missions, whether I want to do that from air or whether I want to do that on land. But man, I don't know. I didn't find any like issue with what was shown. Could it have been longer? Could they have done the traditional, PlayStation thing and do let's play a mission and somehow make it 20 minutes long? Sure, they could have done it, but I felt like in a sizzle reel version of it, I feel like they did a good job explaining and showing off all the new additions they made, as well as the visual upgrades.
And it's not a PlayStation thing to pretty much do a mission walkthrough. Plenty games do that, and that's what I thought this was gonna be. That's what I thought it should be. Don't give me a highly edited sizzle reel. That's what this was. Just play 10 minutes straight, and put put one of the developers just talking over it, explaining everything that's new, things that are different aspects of the world. That's all. I don't feel like that's too much to ask for. Maybe that still comes before launch. But I feel like that's what I was looking for. I just don't like these highly edited sizzle reels from anybody. Like the first few times, well before the game is released, that's cool. When the game is about to be released, I'm not trying to see that no more. Don't give me no highly edited, trailer. You did that that's for early on when you first announced the game. Now we need to see you just playing it. Anybody else got
I
any
just
thoughts on
don't
that?
like I don't like the grapple hook.
Some people
And
say it looks a little like string cheesy, like pretty weak.
like it just sounds lame. Like the concept of it's not bad. I'm just like, well, I can make it sound better. I can make it like like you're firing a grappling hook. It literally sounds like somebody throwing a pebble against a soda can. Like, come on, up that up. And even then, like Metroid Prime, you could use the grapple hook in way more ways than Master Chief could. I mean, you could use it to scale things, you could use it to rip people's jetpacks off, to rip people's shields off, to disarm them. I mean, Master Chief could flip a tank. Why can't I grapple hook somebody in the chest and, like, flip them across and other people, like, throw them?
And I also brought up the AI to some people, and I mean, they had a bunch of like reasoning to me why like Halo AI to me has never been like for the regular enemies. I feel like it's always been kind of bad. Like you know, the higher echelon enemies, I guess they're a little bit smarter. But like there was a brute, right? Chief was driving, and there was a brute just literally standing there while Chief was driving right at him. He didn't dive out the way. He just put his his elbow up to block a whole vehicle with his elbow, and I think it just took off his shield. It didn't even kill him. I'm like, that AI is not great. You know, it's but I don't know. Maybe I'm nitpicking. Maybe I am. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I think you're nitpicking.
Oh man.
I don't think we saw enough for it to be anything negative or positive. I just need to see more.
I like the new AI, the weapon.
Oh, yeah, the oblivious AI. That seems like
they need to put that AI in the gym. She ain't looking like Cortana.
This nigga Bond.
Dead ass.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I don't know. It didn't do anything to excite me. I'm still gonna play the game day one. I'm still gonna play the campaign.
Wait, Smooth, I have a
one.
question for you.
Sure, Blancher.
Why now are you guys pushing this gameplay over graphics narrative when you guys were like the main ones talking that graphics?
Oh,
I
wow.
don't know what you're talking about, Blancher.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about, buddy. I really
When it
don't.
pertains to Halo Infinite, I don't know if you've been in these spaces or anything, but that seems to be like the new thing now.
One, I've always been what I was in terms of pushing whatever I've ever. It depends on the game we're talking about. I've never tried to use Halo and say this game looks better than this, that, and the third. I just always claim Halo's the best multiplayer game or the best shooter I've experienced. I'll stick by that. I'll live by that, and nobody can't say shit to me about that, right? So, as far as I don't understand. It's like I don't know why. What is this thing? Do you guys want Halo Infinite to look better? Sure, great, awesome. I don't like. I don't have an issue. Like, I guess I don't get the question. Like overall, like I mean, I hype graphics on games that I know are visually impressive. When we talking about Gears, yeah, you're gonna hear me talk about its graphics. You're gonna hear me hype that up. We're talking about Forza, you're gonna hear me talk about those and hype it up. When I talk about Halo, I'm just gonna say, ain't no other shooter better than it. So.
I truly hope Halo is everything y'all hope it to be when it releases. At least the single player. The multiplayer, I have no doubt about. Played it, and it's crazy because like I made that video of my impressions of the multiplayer. Said it was amazing. They all loved me in the comment section. Oh man, BG keeps it real. I tell them I'm not impressed by this trailer. Oh man, Pegasus. I'm like, oh man, I'm not. Oh, y'all got it. Pegasus. I'm influenced by Pegasus and all that. Oh man, y'all got it. Can't win, bro. You can't win. What? Any other thoughts on this Halo overview? Nope.
No.
Okay. All right.
How you holding up, Jack?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah, I've been up since 2, so I'm a bit tired. Just got off work.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
You working the grave shift on a Sunday?
Yeah, I came in for some double time.
Triple time now because you here.
True.
All right. Okay, so something to cheer Jack up. PlayStation has formed a label called PlayStation PC, strengthening its relationship with PC gaming. So if you go to Steam and you go to any PlayStation game, you will see under the description, it will say PlayStation PC versus before, I'm pretty sure it just said PlayStation. So, they're establishing, their footprint on PC and, creating all the things needed to solidify themselves in these PC streets. I've even seen some people, calling for, a PlayStation launcher this week. PlayStation should, have their own launcher and everything like that. So, yeah, this has its implications and it's a sign probably of things to come. But other than that, it's just right now it's just a label. That's all.
Think they'll go day and date ever?
If they do, Jack has to give me all his shit. And they're gonna go day and date with something. It may be little, it may be an indie game, but all it takes is one game to go day and date. And I'm cashing in.
I don't think they'll do I don't think they'll do day one, but I don't think it's impossible. I just don't think they're gonna do it.
A game like Dreams 2 or
Yes.
something lame like that would be the one that would go day and date.
Yeah, I do think there are some games that I would be completely fine with going day one, though. I will say that, like PS5.
Like which
games.
ones?
Yeah, like Dreams. Even honestly, if Returnal had went to PC day one, I would have been fine with that. That would have been an okay one. PC would have helped it. Yeah.
Jack,
Jack, don't be
stand
quiet.
strong, Jack.
I don't
Just
have
stand
an
strong.
opinion on this. I don't have an opinion.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have an opinion. Okay.
No.
I mean, to rebrand it. I mean, PlayStation it went from PlayStation Mobile to PlayStation PC, right? That's what it. They're
It's smooth. Quit trying to rub salt into the wounds.
I mean, damn. I mean, it's just, I
Who
don't
should
know.
be allowed to?
I mean, the thing is that every time, like there was an update with PlayStation and PC, I heard like the PlayStation fans, well, they don't got this and they don't got that, and then it'll get out. They'll never put this one on here. That's a tempo, and both their tempo has already been confirmed for God of War and Uncharted. I mean, what's next?
Just say Blaze's name.
I mean, and then now, and so now the whole thing is it's not day and date, so they're gonna hold on to that. And now, just never say never. But if they're gonna go as far as change the PlayStation PC and go, full on supporting PC, you don't rule out day and date. Don't rule out day and date when they're established IPs, mainline IPs that you say, oh, they would never put this character on another platform. Yeah, I wouldn't even live and die on that day and date because that's what they're holding on to now, and that's going to be something to witness when that first game comes in and break that barrier.
Yeah.
Hey, Jack, let me ask you something. Jack?
Yeah.
Jacqueline?
Hello?
What do you think? What do you think the chances are that we get PS1, 2, and 3 on the PC as well?
I don't know.
They ain't even put that on the PlayStation yet, did they?
I know. That's why I'm wondering if they'll put it on the PC.
No idea.
You okay, Jack?
No idea.
I'm good.
Just checking up on you, like a good friend should.
Appreciate that.
No problem.
Yeah.
I guess that means I'm not checking up on none of y'all.
Oh boy. I wouldn't mind a PlayStation launcher though. I honestly wouldn't. If that means cross progression and everything like that. Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at that. I'm all right with that idea.
Wait, so if they did happen day one, would you still have a PlayStation console?
I think I would.
I would sell mine eventually. The only thing that might keep me from selling it is the fact that you run into, PC troubleshooting problems sometimes where shit just don't work right. You get these bad PC ports. That's the only thing that'll have me thinking about keeping it.
So
Yeah, same.
So Xbox is good to go out the door, but you're still gonna hold on to that PlayStation?
Yeah, because Xbox exclusives, honestly, are like kind of the ones that I like. Or like, how often do those come out? Once every few years.
Now
I'm
that
not
they're
gonna-
not tied down to
That
the
makes
Windows.
no sense, BG. That makes no sense.
I'm saying now that they're not tied down to the Windows Store. Remember when they were tied down to the Windows Store, BG was buying these Xbox games on Xbox. Now that they're on Steam, there's no point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, wouldn't the same apply to PlayStation?
Yeah, I buy, like, PlayStation usually releases at least 2 in an ideal year, sometimes 3 games, exclusive games that I actually want. Xbox releases one like once a year. Sometimes they skip a year where there's something I like. So
I'm saying if these games come to PC day one, are you still gonna keep a PlayStation console? Like just for the other room, just to have one, just to be part of the hype? What?
Oh, like I said, I would probably sell it eventually, but I would be like just careful because of the bad PC ports. That's all I'm saying.
Dude,
Yeah,
double dipped on Guardians of the Galaxy. He's a pony, bro.
I definitely didn't double dip, sir.
You bought it on PC and PlayStation.
I bought it on PlayStation because my live stream saw that I was getting choppy frame rates because OBS wasn't agreeing with Guardians of the Galaxy, so I had no choice, and I refunded it on PC.
Hold on. Did he do a benchmark video? That's all I need.
No, I didn't. I wanted to, but I wanted to, but like, yeah, I don't know. Like my frames was just off. I figured out the problem though. I figured out the problem after I bought it on PlayStation and already refunded it on PC. It was an OBS setting. You had to like pretty much OBS. If you play a game like higher than 60 frames, like at 120 frames, it starts to like stutter in OBS because it can't like read it or some shit. So you have to limit.
OBS. I don't even think can OBS even do 120. Like
No, you have to cap it at. You have to either cap the frame rate on the game at 60 or limit what OBS reads.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that.
I limit OBS to 1440 60. Why are you trying to stream at 120?
No, I didn't set. No, I didn't set it to. I didn't try to stream it at 120. But I was playing at 120. Even if you try to play at 120,
if you're playing at I play at 120, but I streamed at 60. It turns out fine.
Oh, it was giving me issues. But when I limited it, it started working. So that's what happened. But no, Smooth, I did not double dip, good sir, just to like buy it on PlayStation. I would never do such a thing when I have a PC. I had no choice at the time. Okay. How were we talking about? I don't even remember. Okay. Oh yeah, the PlayStation on PC. Yeah. So next up, we don't have many topics left. I got about like 2. Next we can talk about Guardians of the Galaxy. Man, first of all, Jack, have you listened to me and actually played this game yet? Because
No, sir.
Why not?
Get on that.
What are you doing?
I ain't felt like playing no new games right now.
You ain't felt like playing no new games. Okay.
I might play Deathloop next. I don't know.
No, nigga.
Deathloop is in the game of the year conversation. Why would
You're
I
not?
play that?
No. Shut. Listen. Since I bought Deathloop and I bought Guardians and you're using technically my versions, I'm telling you have to play Guardians first.
That don't sound right.
It does. They're my games, right?
Nah, I don't know about
Play
all
Guardians
that.
first. All right, so let me run it down for y'all. So listen, y'all already know when Guardians was first shown, I was like, this looks like ass butter, right?
It look like what?
Ass butter.
Okay.
And I wasn't necessarily wrong because the first Guardians trailer is terrible. I went back and looked at it. It's
not good.
It's a horrible trailer, right? Like whoever made
All the
that trailer,
trailers were terrible.
Yeah, most of them were. Yeah,
and that's where we come to that's what highlights the fact that how you advertise your games matter. Trailers matter. This is why, like, creating a good trailer is like a lost art form at this point because that's why people really were on the fence about Guardians or felt like Guardians looked bad. It's because the trailers were bad. It wasn't up until like when IGN and GameSpot did, some gameplay, videos. I was like, this game don't look so bad. But the actual trailers for the game are horrible, right? So that's why I said it looks like ass. But I gave it a chance based on the GameSpot and IGN videos, and I bought it. And this game is way better than I expected. Everybody who's played it has said they're extremely shocked at how good it is. Bruh, like the story, probably the weakest part of the game is probably the gameplay, but it's not bad at all. It's no, listen to me. The gameplay is not bad by any measure. It's just probably the weakest part because everything else is so good. The story, listen, the story had no business being as good. I'm about at chapter 12, and there's 16 chapters in this game, so I'm more or less till the end. I got like maybe three and a half hours left. The story is so good, right?
Yeah, it's nuts.
Like, I'm like, yo, I was really shocked. I'm like, I didn't think they could do this, right?
Yeah.
Because for one thing, they bring in all these different characters, that Marvel heads are familiar with. I don't want to give any spoilers. They bring in all these characters. The voice acting is really good. That's one thing. There's like real synergy and chemistry between all the Guardians. It's believable. It's convincing. They give backstory. They give these situations where you get to hear the backstory of a lot of the Guardians. Some of it is in the main story of the game, but some of it you have to like find little collectibles, and then you talk to the Guardian members, and they'll give their backstory. Like a lot of people know Rocket's backstory, like how he was experimented on and tortured and all that stuff. And they give like this long like conversation between him and Peter of everything he went through when they were running experiments on him. Same thing with Gamora. Everybody knows her relationship with Thanos, and how he was an abusive adopted father and everything like that. They get real deep into that. Something that in the MCU they never touched on enough was Drax, because they made Drax into a brain dead moron in MCU. But they, other than mentioning once that Thanos killed his wife and kids, they kind of just glossed over it in all the other movies. They get real deep into it and like look into that type of stuff in this game. And I understand the game is, has a lot more time than a movie. I get that. But I'm saying like this game does way more for the Guardians than the two movies has done. Right? The story's really good. The dialogue's amazing. The gameplay is really fun. All the combos. It could be janky sometimes. There's definitely room for improvements, but the gameplay is really fun. Pulling off all these combos. It would be cool if you can control the other Guardians, but unlocking their abilities and just giving them commands is still really cool. The music is fantastic. Guardians and music go together really well. Bro, it's an all-around really good game. Like, I can't encourage people to try it out enough.
Yeah, not to
mention
What'd you say?
I definitely got to get it.
Yeah,
I said that sell you, Jack?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
Everything what you basically said, BG, I 100% agree with. There's also some very like super light RPG mechanics in there for upgrading each of the characters along with your gear. They definitely went the more Mass Effect route as opposed to their roots with Deus Ex, and I think it's for the better. I think this game definitely has some really great like building blocks for a sequel, because I think a sequel to this game is going to be absolutely fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Is this on last gen consoles?
Yes,
it is.
It is.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
Bro, it's like so good because like people are watching my playthrough because I've been live streaming it, and like I make different decisions than they do, and they're like, "Yo, I never even seen this part of the game." Like, or I've never seen this dialogue happen because I make, the game gives you plenty of choices, and the choices have actual consequences. Like, for example, I did something in chapter 3. It didn't pay off or happen until like chapter 11. But in chapter 11, it completely changed the choice and essentially what happens in the game. So it's like the story wise, it's really like is working like a branching, RPG.
Narrative.
Yeah, like so it's really good in that way.
And it has New Game Plus, and I'm definitely going to do another playthrough because now I'm going to do some decisions. Obviously, I want to make because there's things that I didn't get to see because of the decisions that I made in my initial playthrough. So
I think the environments are also really great too. That's something I think should be highlighted. Like all of the different locations you go to all look fantastic and a lot better than anything the movies have ever been able to sort of create.
Yeah. Yeah, like, bruh, I was just really shocked. Like, I know I keep praising the dialogue, but you really have to like play it to
It's
see
really
how
good.
good it is. It's really good. Like I keep giving the example of like, the game encourages you to explore, but in a reverse psychology way. That like if Rocket says, there's a dead end over there, there's nothing over there, and then you go over there, Rocket will roast you for it. He'll call you a dumbass and tell you like, yo, I told you there was nothing over there. There's a lot of situational voice lines that were recorded for doing random things.
Yep.
They wrote a ton for this game.
A lot.
Like, what are we waiting for? Get over there. Oh, he's just looking around again. Like,
Yeah. Like there was a situation where I was just standing there. I was in Rocket's room and he was telling me to get out. And I stood there just to exhaust all the voice lines to see how long it would take before he finally repeated a voice line. And they recorded so much extra lines, bro. It's insane. Yeah. The gameplay is good. I don't want to like people think it's just the story and the visuals are good. The gameplay is the only thing about the gameplay is like the button layout can be really dumb sometimes.
Yeah.
Right? Because for example, right? Peter, he has, his guns have elemental shots. And to use to fire normal is R2. Fire elemental shots R1. But there's also this huddle mechanic, right? The huddle mechanic is kind of
I don't like the huddle mechanic very much.
Me either. The huddle mechanic is pretty much like to call a timeout. Your team getting beat up, call a timeout. If you choose the right dialogue, they'll get like a damage boost or whatever. Yep. Right? But the issue is to execute huddle, to call a huddle, it's L1 and R1. So if you're shooting your elemental shots, right? L1 is also to command the Guardians.
Yeah.
So literally, you could be shooting and you're like, okay, I want to give the Guardians a command, and now you accidentally call a huddle.
Yeah. Done that a bunch of times.
That is like, as much as I love this game, I'm like, whoever made this button layout is absolutely an idiot. This makes no sense.
Can you change it?
I don't think you can.
They do have a crazy controller scheme layout that you can switch up. I just never attempted it. Now that I think about it, but I've looked at because I was trying to change the controls for flying and shit because I was struggling. They give you options, obviously, what your controls are going to be for standard, and then controls for flying. I just didn't bother messing with any of the things for like standard controls.
Yeah. So the control, even when I did the flying segment, I'm like, these controls are so poorly designed for flight. Like the button, sometimes the button layout is just really funky. Like I said, it just didn't make any sense. Like you can do regular shots and double and issue commands, but you can't do elemental shots and issue commands because two of those buttons is to call a huddle. So I'm like, this is an oversight. I can't believe they didn't like realize this. That's really bad. Sometimes it's hard to like, usually you're fighting like a big group of enemies. And sometimes it's hard to like, if you want to target one, that could be a little bit annoying in the midst of battle. The Guardians have different type of attacks to do different things. Like if you want to do stagger damage, or stagger, if you want to add stagger or just do damage and stuff like that, there's different moves specifically for that. There's crowd control moves. Yeah, man, the game is just like all around just very well. I've run into a few bugs, nothing game breaking. It's mainly been a little bit later in the game, but it's solid. It's in my top 5 this year.
Yeah,
I'll say that. It's in my top 5 this year.
Really great Easter eggs too if you're into the comics.
Yeah. There's this part of the game where there's pretty much a lot of fan service. Everybody knows who the collector is. Obviously, and the collector the collector is in this game, and that's a great situation to just look at, a lot of stuff of Marvel lore and a lot of Marvel items and everything. So that's cool. There's a lot of Easter eggs, outside of that too. I mean, just not really, mostly just good things to say about the game. People should definitely give it a chance. I don't care if you get it during a sale, Steam sale, Black Friday, whatever. Just pick it up because it's definitely worth picking up, man. It definitely is.
I did add it to my Steam wishlist. Hopefully in the future I can get it.
Yeah, it definitely makes me more excited for future Marvel games, just in general.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not the card-based one, but
yes.
Yeah, Jack is low key.
Everybody's had their own exclusive Marvel game except for Microsoft so far.
That is true.
I mean, Nintendo got what the hell did you call it?
Ultimate Alliance.
Ultimate Alliance. Yeah. Ultimate 5 frames per second.
Yeah.
Spencer, Matt Booty, what they doing, Smooth?
I don't know, man. I still don't understand how this is not something that they've jumped on or they feel they need to jump on. But
y'all had Crackdown, remember?
What about Crackdown?
Y'all said Crackdown was a good superhero game.
What was it for a regular hero game?
Yeah,
I mean, that's not a comic book hero game. Like I said, I don't.
But it kind of is like it's not like an actual comic book here, but that's what you guys said was your replacement.
I never know how if it came out before all these games started taking off like that.
I don't know, man. I'm just going by what they say.
But yeah, no, they need to get up on it. Otherwise, I gotta rely on Square Enix to get this support on Xbox. So,
well, the rumors were for a long time, right? With Microsoft, it was going to be WB they would think about acquiring.
Yeah, but until they do that, Square Enix, get as many IPs as you can.
And Jack low-key try to be a Marvel hater, so I think he's afraid to play this game because he knows he's gonna like it a lot.
I don't hate Marvel. I don't like the MCU.
Okay, but you have this game. It's free for.
Now, if this was the
play.
MCU, I definitely wouldn't play it. But
I'm telling you the game is good, and I need you to play it. And so you should do that, good sir.
Well, you told me Returnal was game of the year earlier. Now you're telling me like
I never said Returnal was game of the year. You gonna stop putting that narrative out there?
I don't know, bro. They probably can find that audio. I don't know.
I don't think that audio exists.
All right.
Yeah, this is definitely better than any MCU shit.
You definitely were going crazy for Returnal when it first came out, though, BG.
That's
what I'm saying. Like I don't know what new engine
I think. See, y'all think I'm slandering Returnal. I'm not.
I didn't say you were. I never said you were.
See, saying Returnal is not game of the year is not saying a bad thing about it. That's what people are confusing. They think I'm saying anything bad. No, I'm just saying it's not a game of the year type game. But it's great. It's a great game. That's it. That's all I'm saying. You trust me. There is no audio that exists unless they go.
There might be some audio there because you was on that game's nuts earlier in the year.
No, it's a great game. Listen, unless somebody what's that thing where they actually edit somebody's voice?
Here you go.
Deep cut or whatever. I don't know I don't remember what it's called. Unless somebody edited my voice, you're not finding me saying Returnal is game.
So what you're saying is if they do find it, you're just gonna say it was edited.
They won't find it. It doesn't exist.
But if they do find it, you're gonna say it's edited, correct?
I've always said Resident Evil Village is my game of the year. I've always said that.
Hey Jack.
I've always said that.
What's up?
This man over here talking about some Scarlet Nexus.
Yeah, I ain't never heard him mention Scarlet Nexus. That's crazy.
Wow. I literally praised Scarlet Nexus on Twitter for like.
No, I know you played it, but when you were playing it, you were complaining a lot about it, about like dialogue and fighting and cutscenes and all other types of stuff. You really had no complaints when it pertained to Returnal.
No, I did. Bro, yo, hold on. Let me. I literally gave Returnal. Let me look at my review because I know I ain't tripping. I'm pretty sure I gave Returnal a 7.5. But niggas don't listen to me. around here. Y'all just hold on. Let me look at my own review. I know I ain't tripping.
How you holding up, Jack?
I know I ain't tripping.
I know I ain't tripping. Because y'all love to put words in my mouth and change narratives. Y'all don't listen to me. That's what I think it is. I think y'all just don't listen.
That's what's going on?
That's what's happening.
Okay.
See, you know, people got selective hearing around these parts. Oh, BG's always negative, or BG said this, and I'm like, y'all don't really listen to me like that, man. Oh, by the way, last week on the podcast, I said that I predicted an 81 on Metacritic for Guardians of the Galaxy. Jack, do you know what Guardians is sitting at with 72 reviews?
Is it 81?
It's exactly an 81.
Oh,
When are
nice.
people gonna respect my clairvoyance around here, Jack?
Hey, BG, a broken clock right twice a day, man. I don't know.
Oh,
I mean, give you
man.
props though. That's a W. That's a W.
Oh, brother. They gonna give me my roses when I'm not. See, okay. I just, because I know I don't do drugs, right? So I just opened up my own Returnal review. You know what it says at the end of it? 7.5.
Okay.
7.5.
It is.
What are you trying to accomplish with you saying that?
There ain't no way I said this game was game of the year
Oh,
and
okay,
said
so
it was a
you're saying
7.5. And y'all making it seem like I just only praised it and never had any critiques. I had plenty of critiques. That's why I got a 7.5. But y'all don't listen to that, you know. Y'all
No.
when I talk, y'all turn off y'all ears, after like 5 seconds, right, Blandrew?
What'd you say, Jack?
Exactly. See, I don't get no respect around here, man. It's cool though. It's cool. It's fun. Point is, go pick up Guardians. It's a great game. You won't regret it.
Yeah, I
I'm
concur.
good.
It's game of the year material.
Wait,
Guys,
Smooth,
we
you
got-
said this is better than Spider-Man, correct?
I feel all right. What I said was because people start getting butthurt and soft.
Butthurt and soft.
Damn.
What I said was
like that.
a video game, Guardians of the Galaxy is just as good, if not better, than Spider-Man. And I made this comparison. Why aren't you comparing it to the Avengers? Because I don't think Avengers is a good game. So you guys can all agree, right? As far as current comic book releases, Spider-Man is the clear-cut best, right? I'm not considering Guardians right now. Spider-Man is the clear-cut best. Batman's too old. They haven't had a game in like 6+ years or some shit like that. So I'm not even considering that no more. In the last 6 years, Spider-Man, they have 2 great games, amazing games. Now Avengers came and it was like, and now you got Guardians of the Galaxy, and it's like, yo, this is actually legit, really, really good to the point where it is. As for a hero game, I can compare it to Spider-Man. Not saying because they're the same games, but they're both Marvel games, and they're both quality content. And I feel like, all right, cool, this is something just as good. Now we don't have to be like, all right, can't wait till the next Spider-Man because all these other hero games are gonna suck. No, this is up there. We got another Marvel game, recent Marvel game that's up there.
So I would say story-wise, I enjoyed the Guardians story so far more than Spider-Man. Gameplay-wise, Spider-Man is better. It's a better game technically. Like especially in that sandbox, you didn't get that many bugs, right? I didn't come across any bugs. Guardians, bro, like I ain't gonna lie, in just this last playthrough part that I did in 3 hours, I think I came across like 5 bugs. Nothing like crazy, but it was like the characters stuck on a wall or something like that. It's small shit like that. So Spider-Man gameplay wise and technically is a better games, but I enjoyed the Guardian story more.
Yeah, I haven't finished it yet,
even though
but-
there was flying ice cream trucks in Spider-Man. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying.
I didn't experience that, but I've seen those videos.
Nah, but no, I can agree with that. Spider-Man, obviously, his gameplay, it's a can't miss gameplay loop of Spider-Man. The fact that it's open world and whatnot. So and just to comment on what you said earlier in terms of the combat being the weakest point in Guardians of the Galaxy. And I agree for the simple fact of BG's not saying that is actually bad, but that is the only thing you can point out and critique. It's gameplay.
Yeah.
There's just those are the only flaws you can find out. Like, all right, there's no sprint button. There should have been like some sort of sprint because he has like this medium pace walk, which sometimes in some cases isn't fast enough. And then you get these loops where you accidentally call a huddle when you really try to command an attack. So yeah, those are the flaws you can point out, and those are honestly related to gameplay. But everything else is damn near flawless.
Right. I agree. So yeah, pick up the game. Stop being cheap. Just pick it up this year. Whether it should go on sale soon. I see it going on sale soon. Y'all be complaining about stuff not getting sequels and games not being worth it. This is actually a game that's worth it, and everybody I haven't come across one. I've been looking. I haven't come across one person who's actually tried it out and be like, no, it's bad. I haven't found out one person. Everybody that was like, oh, I'm on the fence. I don't know. They try it. They're like, yo, this shit is amazing. Or it's really
pretty
good.
overwhelmingly positive.
Yeah.
I'll wait till Game Pass.
Oh boy, man. So yeah, definitely it's a surprise of the year. Definitely the surprise of the year. Okay. Moving on from Guardians, I guess. Only thing I think I had left was Age of Empires 4 came out this week. And that's why I actually invited hold on. Yeah, Nicholas Downey to come on because he would have more time to I know he would have a decent amount of time in it. I only played an hour because I've been on Guardians. So I only played an hour. So I really can't comment on it that much. There are some differences, some gameplay differences that were a little bit weird to me. Like, for example, anybody who plays Guardians, knows what I'm talking about. But anybody who hasn't, you're not going to know what the hell's going on. But like advancing to a new age in Guardians, in Guardians, in Age 4. Advancing to a new age in Age 4, like you have to actually construct a building versus like in Age 2, it's just, you as long as you have enough resources, you hit a button, it starts to advance to the next age. It's like small, like minor stuff like that they switch up. So it's an adjustment going from, because I never played Age 3. So it's adjustment going from Age 1 or 2 to 4. So that's all I can really comment on Age 4. Don't really got much else about it.
I got nothing to say. It's not playable on Xbox, so
why not?
Because they be doing dumb shit. They keep prioritizing these desktop dwellers with these damn
hold
games.
On. Is this even on Xbox?
No,
it's not.
It's on Xbox Game Pass for PC.
Yeah. So they making exclusives for. Hold up, somebody call Xbox University. I thought PC was Xbox. So they got exclusives for PC, but not for Xbox. Imagine that.
A good point.
Point. And not to mention, the PC's been getting everything day and date with Xbox. But did Xbox get Flight Simulator day and date? No. Did it get Age of Empires day and date? No. Did it get Gears of War Tactics day and date? No.
No.
Sounds like y'all are regulated as second-class citizens.
Yeah, I don't understand what their obsession is with PC. PC sucks. It's a horrible platform to game on. So.
But here's the thing.
What?
Agreed.
Microsoft's games sell better on PC than Xbox. Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. They're topping the Steam charts every time they come out.
They got some stubborn ass gamers.
They're not charting on the MPD. Why is that?
There's some games that I'm pretty sure. I mean, there's games
What's
that
the last one? What was the last? No Microsoft game charted. I mean, no Xbox game charted last month.
That's different. They didn't come out with a game last month.
Well, then how come all these Microsoft games are charting on PC?
Because you guys y'all still buying, Forza Horizon 4 and
that's funny. That's funny. Let's go to the Steam top sellers real quick.
Okay.
Age of Empires, number 1. Imagine that. Forza Horizon 5. Number 7. Imagine that.
Well,
damn, Deathloop's already 34% off on Steam.
So let me ask y'all. Right now, let's put it out there. What are y'all game of the years currently? Because we almost at the end of the year. Honestly, it's November. I mean, it's 31st, but it's pretty much November. What's your game of the year as of right now?
Tales of Arise, easily.
Okay.
It's so hard, man. I'm gonna say it's because the last 3. I'm gonna say right now. I'm gonna say it's Guardians. This is fresh off the hills, but right now I keep looking at my 3 favorite games this year has been Psychonauts, Far Cry 6, and Guardians. But Guardians just a recent one. So as of today, right now, in my mind, it's my game of the year so far. But I'm playing something also really nice right now too.
I'll say Returnal.
Okay. Landrew?
Metroid Dread, easily.
I gotta go with that too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then what happened to who said somebody said Psychonauts 2 or no?
I did.
That was smooth.
All right, okay.
Yeah,
it's cool, but the more I think back on it, I was just like, there was some aspects that really kind of brought it down for me.
And mine, as I've said and stayed consistent with, Resident Evil Village.
Nice.
Still my game of the year.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And with that, gentlemen,
No, we still got a couple more topics.
You bring them up because they weren't on my list.
The Nintendo Switch expansion pack is the most disliked video on YouTube for Nintendo ever. What y'all think about that?
Blandrew.
It seems like people hit the dislike button. I don't know.
Obviously.
Yo, this video was more disliked than Metroid Prime Federation Force.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about it, Bon? What do you think about it, Bon?
Blandrew, did you get the expansion pack?
Oh, absolutely. I got the Nintendo 64 controller coming through as well.
And that's the thing. It doesn't even matter if people dislike Nintendo stuff because they still gonna take it in the poop shoot anyway.
Yo.
Well, I don't remember saying I disliked the online.
I'm just saying, people that say they don't like it doesn't.
Oh yeah, everybody was up there streaming at what was it, 6 p.m. the second you could buy the online. The same people that said they weren't gonna buy it were like, "Well, I'm only buying it to show my subscribers, that it's a bad deal." Like, okay, I got you.
I'm not buying that shit.
Yeah, I don't really have any comment on this one because I mean, people dislike the Nintendo trailer. It doesn't really mean anything.
They still gonna support it.
Exactly. It's like, okay, Nintendo like calling y'all bluff with that type of stuff. Y'all could dislike it all y'all want. Y'all still gonna be graveling at our knees. When the time come to it, like so what? Yeah. Oh, I did pick up Mario Party, the new Mario Party game, though. I did buy that.
Did you play it?
Yeah, I played it with my wife.
What do you think about it?
I mean, Mario Party is honestly like Madden and 2K. Honestly, like not much really changes.
Didn't they add all the classic boards to this?
PG, this is literally a classic Mario Party game.
Yeah, it's the best. Yeah, it's the best Mario Party mini games, in one game. But it's essentially just Mario Party. Like it's the same
boards from the Nintendo 64.
Yeah, I think they added all the old stuff back.
Yeah, it's literally just the best of Mario Party games.
Yeah, that's my point. It's a greatest hits game, but it's just same old Mario Party, which I'm not knocking. But like, if you played Mario Party, you know what it is. Not much to say about it. It's just the best of Mario Party. So it's cool. Just throw it on, play with my wife, once in a while, mop her up.
They said the online is straight buttery, so I might check that out. Play with the community.
Mop her up.
Yeah.
They said it's one of the best online experiences for the Nintendo Switch.
I remember
with this new online infrastructure.
I used to play Mario Party on emulators, just to because I wanted to experiment. You know how you roll the dice and everything like that. I've always felt like shit was rigged, right? And you know, with emulators, like you could like load back a state and like, because I always want to see if like the same thing would always happen. And I don't remember what conclusion I came to, but I'm pretty sure.
Thank you for that build up.
Yeah, riveting. Good job.
I still think it's rigged, though. I do still think it's rigged. I don't.
And it's supposed to be randomized, though. Like, if the same thing happened every time, that mean it is rigged.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
all right.
I don't really feel like Mario Party, like the dice rolls and all. I don't really feel like it's actually randomized. I don't. But,
the computer does always fuck you over in the end, so you might be on something.
Yeah.
That shit is crazy.
Yeah. You got anything else, Bond?
Wait, Bond, what do you think about the online for the Nintendo?
It's straight gutter trash.
Was not expecting you to say that.
I'm sorry, but like if you buy the expansion pass, you aren't a regular.
Jeez.
Why would you say that?
Because you'd have to be like, what? Have you seen like how ass like those internet connections are in Mario Kart?
No, I'm saying like, why would you be like an irregular for buying the Nintendo Switch online?
Because like that's what you would be.
Wait, what's going on? What does it? What I don't get what's going on. I didn't buy.
You're paying like these $50. Yeah, $50 for like old ass games that they could have packed it on. First of all, I had the idea as far back as the GameCube that all these multiplayer Nintendo games should come prepackaged on every Nintendo system. Period.
Why should they do that?
Because I would get everybody to buy all their systems. Like, imagine if every fucking Nintendo system you bought came prepackaged with like a bunch of like multiplayer games from like the N64 and GameCube. Because it would get people that had the older systems to buy into the nostalgia. Like, oh, the new one's coming out. Let's get that too. It doesn't take much effort to put older games on new systems. But, you know, they want to make you buy $70 for old ass, $60 for old ass games, $50 for old ass games that lag like trash online. Do they have voice chat in these new games?
I'm not sure actually.
I doubt it. Nintendo seems to try to avoid those things.
Yeah.
No, I don't keep up with that whole phone voice chat thing, so I really don't know.
And then the last part would be Game Pass is only at 20 million.
No,
Wait,
the report was Game Pass is at over 20 million, and those are estimates. Xbox is have reportedly sold 8 million for their new consoles, and Game Pass is supposed to be over 20 million. If reports are to be believed,
because I know people are looking at it two ways. They're looking at it as, okay, Game Pass is at 20 million without Xbox releasing any like major blockbuster game, right? People are looking at it, and when they come, that's only gonna push Game Pass even more. And then there's other people that are looking at it like, oh, it's starting to plateau, and are games like Forza and Halo really going to push Game Pass subscriptions and all these other games that are going to come out in 2023, 2024? Is it going to push Game Pass to the point where whatever Microsoft's target is makes it a service that they're happy with? Because there's a certain subscriber amount they want to reach.
Oh yeah.
Now, how do you know
that?
I mean, industry experts have pretty much established that. That's all. Trust me, I'm not one of these dudes in Twitter Spaces, that went to school for
not a financial expert.
I'm not a financial expert.
I was trying to make sure, man. All right,
I'm not a financial expert. I did not go to video game development school. I'm not and I did not major in economy. All I know is experts have told me that not only in Game Pass, but any subscription service, you need a certain amount of subscribers to actually, make it sustainable or reach a point where you're satisfied.
The whole thing is this: how are the fanboys so wrong? They said over 32 million, and it was confirmed 20 million.
And nothing's confirmed, dude. Nothing's confirmed.
I thought it was 18 million. I thought that was the
last
number.
report. It was from like it was the January after they bought Bethesda. That report is like over a year old. Like, well, hold on. What did we? October they bought Bethesda and September of 20. Yeah. So as of January 2021, that was their last reported number, and that was based off. I don't know if that was current or based off their last reported quarter at that time. Like, so it's even like hard to tell. Like, honestly, I mean, I don't know what it is. Really don't care until they announce their next milestone. But next year is going to be the turning point, and it has to be for the simple fact that next year Game Pass will be on smart TVs, and they'll have their streaming stick out. So at that point, they got to turn whatever corner that they're looking for, and they would probably by that time had like another major acquisition to try to boost those numbers. So
how many times have we heard that next year is going to be the turning point?
No. I'm not talking about that for games. I'm talking about in terms of subscription, because they have a couple things that will make it even easier to get into Game Pass. So that's all.
I'm talking about it for Xbox, period. How many years have we? Oh, this is the year. This is the turning point. This is where we turn around. This is when the gap closes. This is when we catch up. This is when our bill, like every year. It's every year. It's wait to E3. Woo! Every year it's just wait.
Yeah, I mean, Microsoft is definitely going to have to get more aggressive. I mean, not that they're not aggressive now; they're extremely aggressive with getting content into Game Pass. But to get people to go to Game Pass and stay subscribed to Game Pass, you always have to have that content coming in, because people. Game Pass, any subscription goes up and down, right? So you have to just always have content being added for people to stay there, man. So
what do you think it's at, Smooth? If you had to guess,
what Game Pass?
Yeah, the numbers.
They probably had like 25 million. I'm gonna say that.
You got Game Pass, BG?
No.
My Game Pass just ran out.
I don't do subscription services for games. That includes PS Now. So, I'm out here buying games. I want to flex.
On the devs, huh?
Yeah, man. Support the devs. It's crazy that this is like these are like narratives and arguments that be coming up in Twitter Spaces. Support the devs and all.
Space scene is real wild right now, especially the past couple of weeks.
Bruh, Jack, I think your boy fell asleep in the Twitter Space. It's looking crazy out.
Are you serious? Who did that?
Oh, you ain't see it? Hey, man, he was just on here last week. Shout out to Enter Cheat Code. Apparently, this man fell asleep in a Twitter Space.
Are you serious, bro?
If it's not edited, if that was a real recording, my man fell asleep in a Twitter Space, bro.
Wow.
Like Mike was hot and everything. You could hear the snores. Dude was like, Twitter Space is life.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. Y'all got to get up out there. Once y'all dudes started falling asleep in the Twitter Spaces, y'all got to get out of there, bro. Y'all got to turn it off, man. Take a week off
for like 10, 12 hours, and it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I've seen one definitely go for 10 hours, and I was like, this is insane. Yeah. This is insane.
I just don't know what the hell they're talking about half the time. Most of the time, they're just console warring the entire time. It's crazy. I didn't know there was that many people with that much energy for this shit.
Of course.
Bro, I'm not doing nothing for 10 hours that I don't truly love or I'm not getting paid for. Like, y'all insane for that.
And apparently they're not having a lot of energy if they're falling asleep.
And it's crazy because I think he was in there for so long, and then I guess it ended and he stayed in there and just fell asleep. I don't know, bro. I don't know how exactly he went.
Then I think he kept going the next morning.
Oh my god. In the same. Oh man.
I'm not sure, but I think it was either him or maybe gaming with since Ness, but it might have been him.
Hey man, shout out to Cheat Code, bruh. Get some sleep, dog. Y'all working real hard in these Twitter spaces.
Free too.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, do you guys even find the console war entertaining anymore?
No, because it's over. It's been over. Nintendo's doing their own thing, and they're succeeding, and Xbox can't ever catch up to PlayStation.
Well,
the only things that have changed since we've all started YouTube was Nintendo being the laughingstock to Nintendo coming back to prominence. That is the only thing that has ever changed.
Well, the console war itself is not really entertaining, but people arguing about the console war, that's
so
still
fun.
that's still amazing content. Like,
Belanger, do you go into like you're in code spaces? You've heard some of the shit people you hear some of the shit people be saying.
I haven't been in a code space in forever. I don't know where he's been.
It's
good.
It's
cool stuff to listen to, like if I'm grinding in an RPG or something. But
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
like whenever I see like the little memes and pictures come across my Twitter, I'm just like, I guess, and then I just keep it moving.
Yeah, and most of the spaces now like aren't even about that. It's usually like weirdo community drama shit.
Yeah,
boogeyman community drama weirdo stuff.
Yeah.
That's what be so weird about it. I mean, like there's people that they have like 10-hour Twitter spaces, and I'm like, yo, I've never heard y'all talk about video games, bruh. Or that's never the main topic. It's a little weird, but y'all do what y'all do. Hey, I can't complain because I be in there listening. I be in and out listening sometimes, so guess I can't complain. I'm part of the problem because I be supporting y'all. Jack too, he part of the problem. Blandrew part of the problem. All y'all be in there, yeah. All bad.
Some guy randomly tried to call me out one time. I was just listening. And...
Yeah, you gotta watch out for that. Some of these clout spacers are definitely trying to.
I like that. Clout spacers, I like that.
Yeah, to get their names going by calling.
Yeah. It's
he
funny
was like,
because...
yo, is that Blandrew? Hold up, I want to talk to him real quick. I was like, what did I do? I don't even know who you are.
Yeah, I see people call like you Blandrew out all the time. If you go in the BG's threads, it's all the same shit. Like BG's an idiot.
Yeah,
they be mad. It's funny because like, listen, I'm holding a Twitter space, and like a lot of the people I don't like or I blocked in the past, or like, listen, y'all could join a Twitter space and say the same thing. Y'all could pull up. Ain't none of them gonna pull up. Like, y'all could confront me with the same thing, and they never do. But
I'm surprised they haven't tried to clip you yet. Like take an audio clip and try to twist that, because that's been going on a bunch with like when you go into a lot of these Xbox spaces.
I don't talk that much though. Like I really don't talk that much, honestly.
Well, because people talk over you like all the fucking time in these things. So
it's the cell phone killing it for me. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think it's weird that people are literally trying to get their clout up using Twitter Space, right? It's just because when
clout for no reason, you don't get paid or anything.
That's the weird part, because I'm like, you're not really gaining anything. Like
they get social media though. That can help you with a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But, okay,
I got 90 followers.
No, some of them dudes be getting followed by Phil Spencer and them, like that shit.
Yeah,
but okay, no, but those not the ones we're talking about. We're talking about the little regular gremlins that be in Twitter, and like they get like maybe a few followers, and that's what they hold Twitter Spaces for. But it's not doing anything for them because they all they have is Twitter. Their followers aren't translating anywhere else. They're just on Twitter.
Yeah, right. They don't got Twitch or YouTube or anything.
That's exactly. So how is this like? What is this clout going towards? Like you can't redeem your clout tokens nowhere.
I legit think it just boils down to like, it's like some high school shit where it's like you feel popular for 10 or 20 minutes.
They're like women.
That's not true though, because that one Twitter troll that BG thought was a dude, they don't have anything else, and they got followed by Phil Spencer. They got sent to Xbox One X. Like they don't have no following. I mean, they don't have no YouTube and all that.
Well, they're also a weirdo and probably, still.
But
I still don't think
they
that's
finally uploaded an actual picture of themselves.
They
I
did.
don't know. Yeah.
What are they?
It was a white girl holding a PS.
Yeah, I
excuse
thought
me,
it
the
was a
Series
woman,
X.
but
yeah,
Oh, is that
I don't
what's
even
her
know that
face?
person.
that Andrea girl or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't seem too sure she was a woman.
I mean, I don't really give a shit personally. I don't know who it is.
But my point is, most of these dudes are just trying to get this clout on Twitter for it to not go nowhere. Like, it's just weird to me. You gotta like do something else or redeem it. I don't know.
Social reject clowns, Bond.
Yep.
Yeah, like I'm holding the Twitter space. Like when Twitter Space first came a thing, I was hype about it because I'm like, oh, I could finally talk to people that you would only be able to talk to in 140 characters on Twitter. Y'all hype about it because
I missed that talking to some of these people. I'm gonna be real.
and y'all hype about it because y'all could like be in there 10 hours and get a few followers from it. So I
like it the same reason for you, BG, where it's like, yeah, like in my life I didn't have like a ton of like all my friends are moved away. I don't get to like play games or talk games with them very often. So like when the Twitter Space thing happened, I was like, yeah, this will be cool. You get to talk to someone, and like Strictly's Spaces a lot were like that originally. And like now it's mainly just bullshit, whatever the drama is for the day.
Well,
did you see there was one the other day where like someone actually put Strictly's name in the header and it was like, yo, come talk to me?
Oh my
god. Like call him out.
It was that dude with the alien head. He's been getting some traction around too. I don't know what no, he's got like an actual alien cartoon.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's what's also crazy is like how like we be seeing tweets prior to Twitter Spaces, and you're like, yo, this guy's got to be mentally ill. And then Twitter Space came around, and you heard them talk. I'm like, oh, he's actually like, this dude's really nuts. Like we weren't.
Some
like,
of
it's not
them,
a
yeah.
joke. He's
Some
actually
of them,
stupidly insane. Like there's one dude. I'm like, yo, I'm so sure this man is the R. I don't want to use the R word, but I'm like,
a regal gentleman.
Remedial.
A regular?
Oh, remedial is better. I'll use that term. I was very sure he was remedial, right, prior to Twitter Spaces. Then I heard him in Twitter Spaces. I'm like, he's absolutely remedial. Like,
how are you going to talk about Karaba that way?
What are you gonna like?
I am not talking about Karaba. don't throw shots at Karaba, sir. Sir, listen, Karaba will pull up on you. I don't want no
space god.
Let me put it. Maybe make it very clear. I don't want no space with Karaba. That was Blandrew. Okay.
Will he genuinely pull up on me?
Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Like in a wheelchair. What do you think about that?
No, I'm just saying, genuinely pull up on me.
Like Blandrew, you motherfucker.
Yo, who is that one Brazilian guy? Who is that one Brazilian guy they have in the Spaces? They need to play him on like text to speech or some shit.
I know you ain't talking about my man's. My
like,
man's
he be
old.
talking, and I'm like, what in the fuck is happening?
Come on, man.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. A lot of these dudes that be talking and they be saying the dumbest stuff, they be having Southern accents, Jack. So I don't know.
Didn't I say there's something about the Deep South and the PlayStation Nation?
A lot of dudes from the Deep South be Xbox dudes too, though.
I don't know about that.
There's definitely a correlation between people from the South and like being kind of dumb. I'm gonna be real with you.
Fanboys coming from all corners of the earth now. Xbox universe out here. I'm gonna start calling him T'Challa. Don't know what he talking about.
Hey man. Yeah, y'all stay safe in these Twitter Spaces.
They need to chill on them. They need to like reel it back a bit. I'm getting kind of tired of one every single damn day.
Yeah, I mean, I have one, when a game releases or when there's something major. These dudes have one like just as often as they eat breakfast. Like, bruh, y'all can relax. Man, I don't really got nothing else, man. Wow, it's only 7:40. Damn, what we gonna do for 40 minutes? Let's make fun of somebody. We already made fun of Blandrew for his poor GPA last week. We can't go back to that.
Why you bring it back up? What's wrong with you?
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Y'all saw how they ignored the redemption story, the redemption arc?
Because niggas don't care about your redemption.
True.
Yeah, they only care when you down bad. That's the part they highlight. You did tell us a crazy story though.
What was your biggest down bad, BG?
My biggest downfall?
Yeah.
In life? Oh man.
Yeah.
I mean,
we're here. We got time to spare.
Yeah,
man,
that's a deep question.
We
Yeah, that's a
already
deep
know we
question.
saw him crying about it on I was gonna say on TV, but
Oh,
Yeah, you still-
I guess
oh,
I guess that
never
could be
mind.
it. I guess that could be it. I mean, like I was never like in school. I was never like I was lazy like you, but I was a lazy 2.5. Like I don't even know how you get a 0.9 in high school, and then in college I did better because college actually mattered to me.
Yeah. I was paying for it. That's why it mattered. And even then I still wasn't really reading books and everything like that in college.
Man.
You can get by without even having to crack open a book. It's amazing.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, books are. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I look at books like some type of ancient form of communication. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like reading a book seems so like alien to me. That's like, bro, that's like a pager to me or a typewriter or something. Like what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Jack, what would you say was your biggest downfall in life?
I don't get these niggas no ammo for me.
We already listen. Jack won't even acknowledge, the whole 6-hour road trip. Like when you ask him about it, he just says no comment. Like he won't even talk about that. So that was pretty low.
What you want me? I mean, shit.
I mean, come on, Jack. Maybe when you were 4 years old or something, you did something stupid that you still look back on like, man, I can't believe I did that.
I did a lot of crazy things in my past, Blandrew. I just live and learn.
This
Man.
nigga used to say he was in trap houses.
Yeah,
That's normal. That's regular.
Yeah, Jack don't want to talk about it because the what do you call it, the time passed. Enough time hasn't passed for
this guy.
Enough time hasn't passed for him to be
y'all want
for
me
him to be cleared of those.
That's what's going on. All right, y'all want me going out like Alpo. All right.
I just want to get to know my good brother Jack move more.
Hey man, just chilling, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I wish I would have took school a little bit more serious. Not really. I mean, I passed. I graduated. Fuck it. You know what I mean?
Was it the statute of limitations? Yeah, those ain't passed, right? Right, Jack?
I don't know what you're referring to, sir.
You know exactly what I'm talking to. Hey, man. Them liquor stores still looking for their cash back, bro.
Wow. No comment. That's crazy.
Any goals, dreams for the future, Jack? What would you say your purpose on this planet is? Like, what's your main dream here?
I don't know. That's I don't know. I think to entertain people, but then again, it's like I don't like people, so it's like, why the fuck would I want to entertain these motherfuckers? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I don't know, bro. I just want to, stack my bread. Hopefully, don't die in a senseless act of violence, and mind my business.
Senseless act of violence.
It's easy to do, BG. You never know.
That's why I don't go outside.
You could be walking down the street, somebody blow your fucking top off. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Random. You know what I've been watching lately? There's this channel that pretty much documents people's encounters with police and like pretty much gives like a play-by-play, right? And it's like the most entertaining things because you see cops like literally go on power trips, and the guy who's narrating it, like he knows all the laws and everything like that.
Yeah,
he breaks them.
that.
Yeah, it's called Audit the Audit, bruh. It's the most entertaining binge I've ever went on. It's like cops doing the most insane things, bruh.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the type of shit to make you angry, though. I don't know if I want to.
It will, but it's like in a lot of the situations they look stupid because they get sued and like the people win lawsuits and like it's like a whole bunch of stuff of like cops not knowing the law, like. The channel really reveals how much cops have no idea what the law is, right? They just are told to enforce a few things, but most of the laws, cops have no idea what they actually are.
I'm not really surprised by that.
Well, I mean, where I'm at, it only takes 6 months to graduate from the academy here, so...
I think that's the whole United States, ain't it?
I'm not sure. I just know up here because of people that I went to school with who eventually ended up becoming fucking pigs. That it took only 6 months without really like studying the law besides the obvious like need to knows.
Yeah.
You got any dreams, BG?
Yeah, why isn't this like after dark stuff? Like, I mean,
because we haven't reached like 8. We're supposed to reach at least 8 o'clock.
Who said that?
I mean, I'm just trying to be nice to the people.
Man, fuck these. Hey, we gotta read the super chats.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, we can do that.
Let me refresh it. Watch my internet start messing up as soon as I say that. This shit definitely ain't loading. Hold on. God damn it.
Yeah, like there's been some insane stuff. Like there was this cop that, like for example, right? A lot of cops apparently don't know that you don't need like an American driver's license. Like a driver's license. No, like you don't need a driver's license from any of the 50 states to drive here. Like if you let's say you get a driver's license in Canada and you come to the United States. There's literally several videos from this same channel. Like cops don't know that. They were like, "Oh no, you need like a driver's license from here to drive here." And they're like, "No, you don't." The dude driving is like, "No, you don't." And the cop is like, "No, you need a driver's license from LA. You don't need a driver's license from the United States, bro." You would be like absolutely shocked at how many cops don't know that. Like these dudes don't be knowing nothing, fam. That channel
I'm not too surprised by that.
Yeah.
All right. Super chats. We got Papa John's. He said thoughts on the new RPG Honor of Kings World announced, published by Tencent, made by a Chinese developer. When are we actually gonna see all these?
Looks cool from what I saw, like the 30-second clip.
I think I seen a picture of it. I ain't see the gameplay or nothing like that. Let's see here. We got Rufflemutt. He says, "Go contact help. Support suicide prevention lifeline. Suffer a nasty anxiety attack back in August and nearly lost myself. Go get help. And yes, I'm a furry." Okay. We got Rufflemutt again.
We don't.
He said, "Who's here's upgrading their PC to Alder Lake? I had the same processor for 5+ years, and I'm ready now. By the way, grab your free brackets for your cooler." Anybody?
Nope.
I'm not upgrading. No.
All right. We got Andrew Wilkins. He says, "Smooth, since you always let your bot IQ get you in trouble, how about a $250 bet that Infinite will score below an 88 and graphics still look trash?" Smooth.
I'm not willing to do that, even though I am confident it will score over an 88.
Do y'all think they're reviewing the single player separate from the multiplayer, or they're just going to do?
Of course.
You think so?
I think they are.
What was the last game that did that?
Most games as a service do that.
I think Call of Duty does that.
No, they don't. No.
I've seen games do that before though. Like what's that one bullshit ass? I don't know. All right, let's see here. What else we got? We got Rufflemutt. He says, "Why does Star Ocean look like a budget Xenoblade?" It did.
That's what I thought it was at first.
I thought it was some Xenoblade.
I thought it was Xenoblade.
Yeah, it did look like that. We got Ace McLean. He says, "Let's go, Brandon." Who the hell is Brandon?
Blandrew, maybe?
That's not.
Or is it Soapbox Games? Soapbox.
Wait, you thought my name was Brandon?
No,
that's not my name.
Andrew. Maybe the person in the chat thought your name was Brandon, but I mean,
I don't know who to put Brandon. Okay, well, let's go, Brandon. Yeah, shout out to them. Grimey's last hair strand donated and said, "Amy Hennig got that white woman protection in the video game." Anywho, y'all think that Xbox University in Paris have double date nights on Zoom with their Xboxes? No idea.
Paris is still running that fake neutral role.
I have no comment about that person. We got Andrew Wilkins. He says, "Crackdown, State of Decay, Halo 5, Gears 4, and 5 all drop with issues and trash. Microsoft sucks with gaming. Now they can't get hardware right on their game. Or hardware ray tracing."
That is false. Crackdown had actually no issues in terms of bugs.
He might have said hardware ray tracing. I think.
Yeah, but in terms of the games that he just listed, Crackdown had actually no issues with performance or bugs. Neither did Halo.
Crackdown? Hold on, it didn't?
No,
it didn't. It was just mid.
Oh, it was just a bad game.
It was just a bad game. Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah, neither did Halo 5 had no technical issues even after the whole Master Chief Collection launch. Halo 5 multiplayer servers and everything was perfect day one and thereafter. He mentioned something about Gears, I can't recall anything going on with Gears 4 when it launched, and State of Decay was probably his only legitimate claim. So yeah, he can take that fucking super chat and he could turn that shit into a PayPal donation to me because I just owned your ass. All right,
Ooh.
give it.
I thought you were gonna go somewhere else with that, but I appreciate you.
Yeah.
We got
I'm
Mr.
kinda broke.
Ashido.
I need the money.
Okay, well, there you go. We got Mr. Ashido. He says, "When will Xbox be the best place to play multiplats?" Question for everybody, especially Smooth. Where are the tools?
Oh
It's been
my
a year.
Oh my god. The funny thing is about that, they literally have to count every 3 releases to find a game that edges out on PlayStation and stuff like that. But yeah,
I got a better question.
Xbox is just fine. What's up?
When's Xbox gonna be the best place to play Microsoft games?
It is the best place to play Microsoft games.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Microphone.
How many?
Yeah.
So how come Microsoft releases exclusives for?
That's different. See now, if you would have said how come, then I would not have said anything. But yeah,
let's think about it this way: Age of Empires not on Xbox, Deathloop not on Xbox, Gears Tactics came late to Xbox, Flight Simulator came late. Y'all are second-class citizens to your own first-party games. You are.
Yeah, I agree. I got nothing to say about that. That's them catering to, like I said, these creeps,
people that spend money.
Yeah.
Look, Microsoft is not in the business of accommodating for broke niggas.
Met one sane, normal individual that games on PC. They all got something fucking wrong with them. They either got fucking an extra fucking organ or fucking limb or something like that, or they got some fucking a psychological problem. I don't know, man, but
missing a chromosome.
Hold up. He is right. These new age PC gamers, they are like that, but their regular cousins, their remedial cousins, aren't very much far off.
Yeah. But yeah, man, shout out to them. Xbox is treating them right. You know what I mean? But I'm so happy Xbox now is treating them right because PlayStation felt the need to follow suit. So those exclusives you got PlayStation PC. So shout out to Xbox for help boosting PlayStation PC. You know what I mean? Now those PlayStation fans are now voting. Who has the better games on PC? Xbox or PlayStation?
But Smooth, how's that helping you?
Yeah.
Hey, at least I'm not alone.
Your chick getting better dick elsewhere, and you're like, oh, well, at least this girl's not like what?
Hey, you ever been in a conversation and realizing you looking at your all right? You probably haven't been in this situation because you got partial white privilege, Bond. But to other people, we have.
Wait, what?
You ever been in a scenario where your grade was bad, or you ain't got a whole lot of money, and then you hear somebody, you just happen to overhear and see somebody else's situation is pretty close or worse. That's what it is. You know what I mean? That's what it is for me. It's Xbox. Xbox is treating PC better than its console users, and then over on the other side. Oh damn! PlayStation fans about to feel that shit too.
You're talking about this. You're talking about the struggle Olympics. That's
yeah. The struggle.
Here's the difference, Smooth. Sony will never treat their gamers as second-class citizens compared to the PC.
Never say never. PlayStation PC, baby. If I would have told you that was coming, that was coming last year, none of you guys would have believed me. They have a brand
actually, we would have. Y'all know that Sony.
Wait, Bond, you believe that?
Sony had a whole online division of games before.
If they start getting multiplayer games and the PC guys get it for free, I don't know.
Look, BG will tell you. I've already said Factions is going to be multi-plat.
I said that too. But that's a bad look for PlayStation and PlayStation owners that they got to pay $60 a year to play online.
What would be a bad look is if the games actually came out on PC and not PlayStation, or they came to PC first. That's what's happening to Xbox.
No,
y'all aren't even getting your own games.
You're gonna be happy with that, Jack? Playing with PC gamers that get your game for free and you got to pay for online.
Yeah, I'm saying Phil talking about this. Oh, we want everybody to play everywhere, but yet y'all can't even play your own games on the Xbox. Yo, I really hate to say this, but Xbox gamers have become the side bitch.
Do you really hate to say that, Bond?
That's what I'm saying. Bond been saying that for like 5, like you've been saying that for like a decade now.
When
Like
he said this shit. That's crazy.
Y'all niggas are side chicks.
Man said I hate to say it. No, you don't.
Ain't nobody want to be the side chick. All girls want to be the main chick. You get no benefits from being the side chick.
Were those all the super chats, Jack?
No, we got some more. We got Brutus04. He says, shout out to the WWP crew. Appreciate you. We got Tarek Ahmed. He said, didn't Xbox University foul breath ass say over 30 million subs? Last time I trusted a dude who took high school in classes at night. Oh man. We got Jazzy Jefferson. He says we're less than 2 weeks away from until the Atlas God drops fire on the Nintendo Switch known as Shin Megami Tensei 5. On November 12th worldwide. Okay. We got Tarek Ahmed. He says, when the last time Akira seen his toothbrush? Okay, now we doing too much. And I don't know if it's anymore because my shit lagging. Let me see. I'm gonna have to close the browser and reload it. Shit.
Oh.
I'm still in the Discord. All right. Thought I closed
that
it.
interception Carson once through.
Definitely did. Love to see it.
Give the Twitter space god some respect, man.
How's he doing this here, BG? Carson Wentz.
Trying to pull my
I haven't
fucking
really been watching football this year.
He actually been playing a little bit better besides he was fucking up today.
I don't know. I saw before this game, I just saw the stat he had like 14 or 13 touchdowns, 1 interception. That's all I know. I don't know what he threw for this game.
1 interception. Can that be right? He threw 2 to this game alone.
Yeah, I don't
know. They
know.
need to fire everybody on the Lions for real.
You might have to pull up some super chats. My shit ain't loading.
Okay, they might be tanking at this point.
Nah, they coaches crying and shit. They ain't tanking.
Damn, crying.
He be sad as hell on the press. Yeah, he started crying on one of the press conferences, yo.
Or Stanley.
Okay, show on. I don't know if you read this. Okay, he said Satya letting Phil spend billies all that matters. Okay, I think he's saying Satya is letting Phil spend money. And that's all that matters. Yeah. Doggy style position says Blandrew, how many Switches you own currently?
4.
Wow. How many hands you got?
2. I got the light, the OLED, and then 2 of the originals.
Oh, by the way, I sold because I bought the OLED and I forgot to I thought I canceled my pre-order for it, so I had to sell it. Put that thing on eBay just 5 days ago. It just sold for $450 yesterday. Made a nice little.
I thought you were selling it to Jay Barry. What happened?
No, Jay Barry is he's a little bit of a weirdo. They want the white one. There's this call Dr. Umar, by the way. Everybody wants the white Nintendo Switch OLED. I didn't even know
of course, that's the one I got. Yeah,
apparently it's more rare.
It just looks nicer with the dock as well. Because the blue and white, we already have that.
Didn't we already find out what happens when you have white controllers?
People don't be caring about stuff like that. It still looks nice for display. We already have the blue and red combo with the black dot.
Yeah, as soon as I told him I had the red and blue one, he was like, "Oh, nah, I want the white one." I'm like, "Word? All right, man, you freaking weirdo. Was buying consoles based on color."
Didn't you change the color of your PS5?
Yeah.
To hide dirt.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's different.
Okay.
You changed it to black, which shows dust and okay.
No, black looks sleeker and better. And
no, it doesn't.
Show anything.
It shows dust and dirt far more than white does.
No, sir.
Yes, it does.
But it hides scratches better.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
If it's matte, not if it's glossy, that shit gonna look crazy.
So yeah, I made a little profit because it was only $300 plus a little tax that I paid for it. Sold on eBay for $450. So yeah, I made.
Oh, you gonna have to ship it in them eBay fees. You really didn't make that much money extra.
No,
yeah,
they
made
like
take
a smooth
10%.
I made like a smooth 75.
That don't sound right.
No, because look, I the way I do things, like my shipping, I ain't gonna lie. the way I be charging for shipping be low key a scam.
So hold on, wait a minute. So you sold it for $450. They took $45 off top for the selling fees.
10%, yeah.
Then you got to ship it, which is gonna be around damn near another $40. That's
No,
$80.
no, my shipping has never been no $40-something dollars.
Well,
no.
Well, I'm thinking about a PS4. That don't cost. How much it costs you to ship that?
Not no $40.
Probably like 24 or something like that.
It costs over 20. I know.
Bro,
Did you do priority?
No, bro. I do UPS ground.
Shipping is not cheap though.
UPS ground is cheap.
Shit.
I choose the cheapest shipping, and whatever the shipping is, I make it like 2.5 that cost, so I can get a little money off shipping too.
All right, man.
I'm
make
doing
them
the
pay for shipping.
Come on, Jack. I'm not new to this.
All right, man.
I'm still trying to do the $350 console plus tax. Minus $450. You know what? I wasn't good in math. Go ahead, Jack. Move.
Yeah, and raw missionary position donated $1. Didn't.
What are these names?
I don't know. Raw missionary position. Shout out to you. That's everything. That's everything. It's 8:00. I guess we can just do these outros and go to After Dark on time.
Oh my God! I'm playing A Plague's Tale. I just ran into Brooklyn.
Real.
A little bit of a dry week. Hopefully next week is more eventful. You know, what comes out next week? There's games coming out next week. Right?
Forza Horizon 5 comes out next week.
Oh yeah.
He said games.
That'll be eventful because we gotta see these bets.
I have a racing game expert coming on next week, Smooth. So you know,
now you remember what the last time you said that BG people was roasting you in the comment section.
No, but that guy was very knowledgeable.
He was cool.
He just wasn't.
I don't.
He just wasn't a great speaker, I would say, but he was very knowledgeable. He knew more than Smooth.
Yeah, he was cool. I mean, I'm just saying that the chat was on your ass, so I guess we got to make sure. You know what I mean, everything right.
Jack, did you ever beat this Plague game?
Man, that shit started grossing me out, man. I turned the shit off. I only played for like 2 hours.
Because Smooth is just a fan of like Forza, but he's not like. He don't be knowing about racing games like that. He don't know about racing games like that though.
No,
that's not nice.
Yeah,
Wait, but BG, you said this person is a regular, right?
That person couldn't make it.
Oh, okay.
So it's
why you put that out there like that, man?
Exactly, Blandrew. Exactly.
No, this is what you were saying. I'm just trying to
get in the weapon wheel DMs. I don't know if
dude,
what if they didn't want everybody to know?
Well, I didn't say a name. And you can tell, like, if somebody's on the mic, hey guys, how's it going? It's me, Like you can tell if
hey yo, hey yo,
this crazy. What's good, everybody? My name's Cindy. Huh? That nigga stupid.
Okay, but this is Horizon. This is a different person.
My name's Cheryl. What's good, nigga? Huh? Hold on, bro.
This is a different person. He pretty much plays like almost all racing games. He's a Turismo guy and a Forza guy. So, yeah, not a casual racing fan like Smooth. Smooth's one of those racing fans
why you keep roasting Smooth just to what's going on, bro?
That he's one of those that all he knows is like X or R2 to accelerate. He don't really know nothing else about the game. He's one of those.
All right, you might be right.
Didn't he beat you on Forza though?
I told you.
Forza though beat you.
I told you.
Like I remember.
No,
that.
but I'm telling you, like this, and there's racing games. There's people who like racing games, but they just like to go forward. They just like to drive forward. That's all I know. But then there's the ones that get deep in the weeds.
I ain't gonna lie. When I play racing games, that's how I be. I ain't with all that extra shit.
Yeah, the tuning and all. Yeah.
Yeah. That's play like Mario Kart or something, man.
I just like to throw shells at people.
Now I'm gonna be picking up Forza and Gran Turismo.
Why?
Yeah, come on, man.
What? Why?
Yeah.
I never know you to play stuff like that, Blanchard.
I did like the old Forza Motorsport games on the 360.
Oh, real shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Let's do these outros. Start with our guests, Soapbox Games or Connor.
Yep. Check me out on Twitter or YouTube at the same name, Soapbox Games. Do video game related content. That's it. Thanks for having me on, BG. It was fun, man.
Hey, I know y'all just seen these 2 super chats we got. What the fuck?
Let me read them. Okay, Smooth, you forgot Gears 5 had co-op issues. You owe me money and an apology. Xbox fans are always wrong. That's from Andrew Wilkins. And I don't even know how to say your name.
Yappy Yogi.
Yeah.
Yappy Yogi Wieners. Bond the type of dude to spit in his toilet paper before he wipes. Oh my god.
Oh no.
I ain't never heard no shit like that.
Y'all are degenerates.
That's
Absolute
crazy.
degenerates.
I hope you guys carry like the wet wipes.
Oh yeah, you definitely gotta
have butt crumbs and shit.
Oh my god.
Definitely gotta use the wet wipes, man.
Blandrew.
Good episode, guys. I'm a bit tired this week, but thanks for watching.
All right. Jack.
Good episode, guys. No, but hey, I appreciate y'all boys watching. Get in touch with me, man. Jiggy Merch, you know what I mean? YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Jack, Mood, Johnny. Yeah.
All right, Smooth.
Man, thank you guys for watching. Awesome episode. We'll see you guys next week.
All right, and Bond.
Good week this week. Eagles won. I got no complaints. Have a good week, guys.
All right. And yeah, we'll see y'all next week. I'm live streaming Guardians. I'm gonna finish that up in probably like 2 more parts. Probably maybe 1 more part, because I got 3, maybe 4 hours left. What I'm playing after that? Oh yeah, Age 4 or something. Yeah. So we'll catch y'all next week. We going After Dark. Peace.
Yeah.
No. Right. Plenty of tried and plenty of failed. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. Bye. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know my bro king got me. See, that's a black bond that can't be broken. No Idris Elba, I'm a black bond. Aiming a scope and all black panel. You can never try playing us token. Yeah, we playing games, but now one of us playing or joking. Not at all. Oh wait, then Jack Move came in with the trophies, God in the lane of its own. Like, how can you gamers approach me? Tell kids move to body you in Halo, then sing your family an angel emoji. Should've known, dog, you ain't got enough Series X's. Blind got all the answers, no, you ain't gotta ask Siri questions. All the latest gaming news gotta be here to check it. Since 2015 and beyond, I'm just here to respect it. When you at the top of your tier, it's a blessing. From the bottom, so no way we appear to be desperate. This for anybody doubting, I'm clearing a message. And if you ever had a problem, I'm here to correct. Plenty of fail. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know what it is, man. Weapon World Podcast, y'all know what we got in the building, man. We got BG. We got Kid Smooth, we got Jack Move, we got Black Bond, I mean. Blandrew, I mean, what you can't out strafe us, bro. Like, the strafe too strong.